Auburn and Oklahoma playing one another on campus after 7 neutral site meetings all time. Really excited for this weekend series. As you can take a look at the league series, both Auburn and Oklahoma in the standings, tied with a 10-8 record in Southeastern Conference play. It's crowded there at the top. As we welcome you here inside our broadcast booth alongside Mark Fuller, I'm J.J. Jackson. Mark, we're fired up to get this series started.
Yeah, I do this when I get excited. Yeah. 2 teams that are 28-12, 10-8. They are could win the conference. Nobody's out of it yet, especially these 2 teams. We got a great weekend of baseball ahead of us.
Well, one of the reasons they're so excited about this Auburn baseball team is the bats. The offense really starting to heat up.
Yeah, and we've known from day one the pitching was really good, but this offense has been crazy for the last couple of weeks, especially at Gainesville. See a lot of highlights coming up. All these from last weekend. They hit home runs. They weren't doing that. They were ranked really low in the league. They've been pounding it, hitting it out of the park, and doing it at all levels.
How about this for numbers? Auburn has 14 home runs in the last 6 games, 4 more than any other 6-game span this season. You can take a look at their league play splits. The last 9 conference games, they've doubled the runs that they're scoring. 6-3 record, and the team as a whole just batting better.
Yeah, the pitching was waiting on the offense, and the offense has shown up in a big way, and at a good time, too, with 4 weekends left to go in the conference season.
The pitching staff for Auburn very thankful for this run support, and that's most notably highlighted by their Friday night starter, Andreas Alvarez. The 5'11 sophomore gets the baseball here, and Mark, his last time out certainly wasn't his strongest outing of the season.
It's a power arm, and you see right there, need to see how is he going to respond. He went 2 1/3 against Florida, did not throw his best. He really was good every outing until then. It's a need to see how he's going to handle that, recover, bounce back, and go to work tonight.
Again, against an Oklahoma team here this weekend that has been playing well themselves.
And they can do a lot of things, the Oklahoma team. They can really run. They do hit home runs. The numbers are good all the way around, top to bottom. And this guy right here can fly, so they have a legitimate challenge in the leadoff guy with Jason Walk.
Pretty impressive stuff, as you noted. Both these teams have played 40 total games and have identical records. Makes for an amazing showdown. 2 top 15 teams going head-to-head. As we take a look at the starting lineup for Oklahoma, the leadoff batter, Jason Walk. In center field, Walk, Willits, and Gamble, the top 3 bats in the order for the Sooners, as Jason Walk quickly behind 0-2. And then Camden Johnson a little bit further down in the order, 24 runs driven in conference play.
Yeah, he's ranked way up high in the conference with their RBIs. They've got weapons up and down the order. And good sign there for Alvarez. Comes right out with 2 94-mile-an-hour fastballs and a good breaking ball, good close check swing there. So the good sign is the stuff is there now. Can he make pitches?
Nathan Huber is the third base umpire who said Jason Walk did not offer at that one. He held up, so it's a ball and 2 strikes. The umpire's having a battle. The son himself.
Right in there, and it's tough.
Looking in.
He and Guevara both at third.
1-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss down on strikes. And Andreas Alvarez has his first strikeout of the baseball game.
And it's just power, JJ. Alvarez is up for National Pitcher of the Year. He went 94-94, and here comes 96. Middle away with some life. That's why he is up for the opportunity to be Pitcher of the Country, because of that fastball. I saw him 97 last week at Florida. Didn't throw well, but the stuff has just grown and grown and grown from the low 90s now into the middle upper 90s.
Sooner shortstop Jackson Willits is the second batter to face Alvarez as he digs into the left-handed batter's box and takes ball 1. Earlier in the week, Willits had the go-ahead grand slam as the Sooners were able to climb back from a 5-run deficit in their win over Oral Roberts. It was the first career grand slam for Willits, who comes from a big baseball-playing family.
Absolutely. Yeah, his brother was the number 1 pick last year in the draft. He's up for the Golden Spikes Award, so they have a legitimate guy here now, a 3-year starter. His dad's on the coaching staff, so, and the little brother, they say, is just as good as the other 2, so it's a definite baseball family.
Yeah, Reggie Willits, the associate head coach for the Sooners, responsible for their offense, as his son Jackson fouls them off.
Alvarez, there you see him right there. There's Coach Willis. So, yeah, they're keeping up with live stream on the youngest son, who's in professional baseball somewhere in the minor leagues. And oldest son is here, and then little brother's playing, I guess, high school baseball in Oklahoma. So I don't know how mom's doing it. She's all over the place watching 3 boys play.
1-2 on the way as this ball's poked out to center field. Jackson Willits has a base hit.
Willits is one of the more physical shortstops with some really good ones in this league. Brandon McCrane for Auburn is a really, really good one. Willits is physical. You see it right there. Big legs, big strong arms, can hit, took a 95-mile-an-hour fastball and just poked it over the left side of the field.
Mark, also worth noting that Willits and his wife Abigail a month ago welcomed the birth of their first child, a daughter Gracie Kate. So
isn't that crazy?
The family extends, and here you are, heart of SEC schedule, and you got baby duties from time to time as a father.
And I'm thinking about me as a junior in college. I was a little boy. He must be a very mature guy to already be dad, because I was 10 years maybe thinking about being ready to be a dad. So good for him. And adds a different load, right? I mean, you got a family now to take care of as you play and go to school and get your grades done. So good for him.
Trey Gamble, the batter here. He's the DH. A throw over here from Alvarez. Sees Willits dive back in safely.
Auburn is in the bottom 3 or 4 in the conference in percentage of fastballs thrown, JJ. The pitching staff does a great job with the breaking ball, the changeup. Alvarez, not so much. He's coming with the heater. He does mix the breaking ball. Great feed at first, and ball got away right there from Bingaman.
Yeah, Bingaman can't quite hold on to it, and we'll see Willits take second base. So a runner into scoring position here for the Sooners. Look at this throw over coming from Alvarez.
Almost took his eyes off, a little high. And the thing about it is, Willits only has 4. They've stolen 92 bases of the team. He only has 4, so a lot of attention there from Alvarez early in the game. He balked, I think. Yeah, he did. He balked. He didn't stop, and that's just getting too quick. So now you got a base hit, and then a mistake at first, and a mistake on the mound. Now running in scoring position.
Look how quickly this is. Yeah, with just 1 out.
It's a non-stop balk, JJ. When the pitcher comes set, he's got to pause. And good for these umpires that they were not sleeping, and they caught it because he did balk.
Sack fly could bring in a run here for Oklahoma. Pitch here to Gamble, called strike. It's 1-1.
Pitchers get so locked in sometimes on making a pitch, they forget they have to pause at the belt just for a split second. And Oklahoma got a nice hand there.
1-1, and Gamble couldn't hold up. Let's take a look at that balk once again. Going from second to third here is Willits. We're paying attention to Alvarez.
So he never stopped. He's got like a double pump. It's a natural move, which is fine, but he never, when he double pumped, then he went right to the plate and didn't stop.
Swing and a miss. Gamble down on strike. Second strikeout of the inning here for Alvarez.
Well, that was impressive. Starting with me and everybody else in the stadium, I thought he would throw 95 through a changeup. So breaking ball, changeup, kind of fitting into that mold of this Auburn pitching staff. It mixes their off speed really well. He's a strikeout machine. Oklahoma strikes out a lot offensively. Auburn strikes out a lot on the mound. Be an interesting matchup over the weekend.
Brendan Brock is the left fielder. He's also the cleanup hitter here for the Sooners, batting with a runner at third and 2 outs in the first.
As soon as I go talk about his fastball, he throws 4 off-speed pitches in a row. I can bring a hex on anybody.
Well, that's what Alvarez likes to be able to show off. You can't game plan for him too easily because he's able to throw so many different pitches. Another one in the zone.
And it's a hammer. And you know what? Young pitchers, if you're learning a breaking ball, a breaking ball less than 2 strikes doesn't have to be a good one. Just take a little off, get it in the strike zone. We call it a get me over. Very effective for Alvarez.
0-2 pitch on the way. This one out of the zone, and Brock didn't chase.
Now, this is where I love to see him elevate the fastball. Take 95 and go up. So if you're Brendan Brock, you got to be sure you keep your eyes down and don't come out of your happy zone in the strike zone.
1-2 pitch on the way. Down on strikes. 3 strikeouts here in the first inning for Andreas Alvarez. Sooners gets a runner to third. No runs to show for as Auburn will bat next. On to the bottom of the first inning, Auburn and Oklahoma, first game of this weekend series between 2 top 15 teams. We get a look at the Tigers lineup. Mason McCrane, Eric Guevara, Chase Fralick, top 3 in the order. And how about this 16-game hitting streak for one Mr. Guevara?
He's just been crazy. He really has, and defensively been just as good.
And we get a look at the Oklahoma starting pitcher today, opposite Andreas Alvarez, starting for Auburn. Here's a look on the mound. Oklahoma junior right-hander L.J. Mercurius, the Las Vegas native at 6'2", transferred actually from UNLV. Here he is in the SEC making his 11th start for the Sooners this year. It's
a legit power arm, JJ. It'll be 95 like Alvarez. The breaking ball is legit 12-6, a hammer, and he's building. First 3 starts of the SEC season, not so good. The last 3 pretty darn good. I saw him against Vanderbilt 2 weeks ago. struck out 10 and just carved that offense up.
Let's take a peek back into the Auburn dugout as we get a look at the head coach, the skipper for the Tigers, Butch Thompson, in his 11th season here on the Plains. 2 Men's College World Series appearances, and he's got another good ball club this season.
I think it's his best. Those 2 teams, because I was an eyewitness to those 2 teams because my son played for them, they were not great. This team is really good. This team has got just as good chance as anybody in the country, just like this Oklahoma team, of making it to Omaha. Don't find a whole lot of weak links in this Auburn chain. Defense, pitching, offense, they can do a lot of things.
And then we get a look at the other dugout, and you've got to look there at Skip Johnson in his 9th season as Oklahoma's head coach. 4 straight NCAA tournament appearances. Spent a decade on the coaching staff in Austin as well with the Longhorns. So he's been on both sides of that Red River rivalry and leading a really good Oklahoma baseball program.
Been around, hasn't he? First pitch, 94. So if you're in the audience watching tonight, if you're on your couch, get ready because there's some serious heat coming from these 2 guys. What you would expect on a Friday night.
Mason McCrane leading it off, drives this ball well to right field. Back at the wall, gone! Fireworks here at Plainsman Park to get the weekend started. How about a leadoff homer for Mason McCrane?
The SEC Freshman of the Week. He hit 3 home runs. Let's review this. JJ, he goes in the lineup last week because Bristol Carter had an illness. He hits leadoff, hits 3 home runs in Gainesville, hits the second pitch of this game out. 4 home runs in his last 4 games.
Pretty good start for the Tigers. Take a look at this swing on the second pitch of the game.
Yeah, you got to change up down and in. Bad place for a right-handed pitcher to miss to a left-handed hitter with a changeup. Sped the bat up and smoked it.
Here's Guevara on that 16-game hitting streak, fouling it back. Man, 5th home run of the year for Mason McCrane.
And back to McCrane, he was a little bit buried. He's played well, but he kind of not been taken out of the lineup, but guys are playing better. One thing comes up, one guy's ill, and he's not coming out now.
As Guevara takes this one outside, 1-1, and it's been that way all season.
It has.
Who can step up next for this Auburn offense?
I came to the ballpark thinking that Bristol Carter might be back in the lead-up spot where he's been so good. Nope, Coach Thompson not messing with the baseball guys. He has McCrane at the top.
Carter will hit 9th for the Tigers lineup.
Really impressive. Freshman, he and his brother have been, where would Auburn be without him? 2 freshmen. Redshirt freshman Brandon plays short. He's played right. Where would this Auburn team be without those 2 guys?
102 exit velocity off the bat for Mason McCrane as Guevara fouls this one off. The count stays 1-2, and now the heartbeats certainly elevated for LJ Mercurius out there on the mound.
Yeah, and he's okay. He made a mistake. 1 pitch. He's got good enough stuff, just like you saw Alvarez get running on third with 1 out. He battled out with 2 strikeouts. This is the kind of stuff that Mercurius has. He can get it done. A tough guy to get out here, though. With 2 strikes, nobody tougher than Guevara.
1-2 on the way. Out of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It is the perfect pitching body. I saw him, again, watched him on TV a couple weeks ago in Vanderbilt, and it's just long and lanky. The arm works good. It's as pro prospect as you'll see in terms of what the scouts look for.
Out of the zone, and now the count's run full at 3-2.
This Auburn team's been pretty tough in the first inning the last couple weeks. They scored a couple on Florida early, and they also scored a couple late on Florida, but they've been pretty good early in the game, and they've kind of put some games away, JJ, early with good pitching after scoring some runs.
Fouled back by Guevara, and the count stays full at 3-2 as he spoils another pitch.
When you get as good a starting pitching as Auburn has, which they're #1 in the nation in a handful of categories, you score early, it's hard to catch up when you're the offense against them. So Oklahoma doesn't want to give up more than 1 or 2, maybe 1 here early in the game.
Another 3-2 on the way. Guevara goes the other way as this ball lined out to right. Harris puts it away for the Sooners, 1 down.
So let's talk about that at bat. That's a QAB, quality at bat. Fouled some balls off, hit a rocket, just happened to be right at the right fielder. But if you're a young hitter, just quality at bats. If you measure on base hits, you're going to be disappointed. If you measure your game on good at bats, quality at bats, they'll drop and you'll be a pretty good hitter.
Chase Freilich steps into the left-handed batter's box here for Auburn. And Freilich fouls this one back. It's 0-1.
I tell you, and so far, everybody's seeing Mercurius pretty well. Good hack by the leadoff hitter, great first hack by Guevara, and then another really good swing by Freilich. So he's not hiding the ball because they're seeing it pretty well early.
0-1. Freilich goes the other way. This ball's well hit. Back at the wall. Brock can only look up and admire it. Chase Freilich, second home run of the inning. This Auburn offense is en fuego. 7th homer of the year for Freilich. Auburn leads 2-0 here in the first.
They have come alive, haven't they? I mean, you and I had this Auburn team 2 games against Texas, and we watched them on TV 3 games against Alabama. They scored 4 runs in 3 games in Tuscaloosa, and they just come alive. They knew they had the firepower. Now they've come alive and they hit the ball out of the park.
Rembert, the batter here for Auburn. He fouls the first pitch off. Auburn aggressive early in these counts.
It's the 4th at bat. It's the 4th first pitch swing, which tells you the scouting report said something about Mercurius and his game. Swing the bat early.
0-1 on the way to Rembert. It's in there for a strike. It's 0-2. So 2 pitches and a home run to McCrane. 2 pitches and a home run to Freilich, and mix in an 8-pitch fly out, the quality at bat you're talking about for Guevara.
And Freilich just so strong. That ball really kind of jammed Freilich. But he's just so strong and so good with his hands. He just shot it over the wall in left field for the home run. Mercurius is okay. He's just got to get these 2 outs, keep it there. He's made 2 mistakes. I don't think Freilich was a really bad mistake. It's just a good job of hitting by him.
This one's fouled back. Another look at the homer.
Yeah, look at the location. It tells you how good Chase Freilich is. This ball's in at 93, up and in. And it jams him a little bit, but the strength, the hands, everything combined, out she goes.
Fans love it atop War Eagle wall here in left field. 1-2 pitch to Rembert out of the zone, and the count's back even 2-2.
It's another quality at bat. Chris Rembert looked really bad on the pitch before, but guess what? It's a foul ball. He got beat, did what he's supposed to do, and he lives to see another pitch. Now he's got a chance to get a base hit here with a 2-2 count.
Ball 3, and the count's full.
Mercurius came in with 71 punch-outs this season, so the power, the breaking, only 15 walks. He throws strikes. It's all been good. He's got to settle in right here, make this pitch, try to get you an out. Whatever the out is, just get an out.
Payoff pitch out of the zone, and it's a walk. Chris Rembert works his way down to first. And it's a 1-out base runner as Auburn will bring Bub Terrell up to the plate. You saw the numbers a moment ago. Mercurius is top 10 in the SEC in strikeouts per 9 innings. And yet the command hasn't been there here in this first.
How big his hands are holding that ball. You can barely see the ball. Got a ping pong ball in his hand. The thing about him is big, and he's got to just remind himself he's okay. 2-0. He's got a very powerful offense behind him. Just got to work out of this and not leave balls over the plate. No strikes.
Pitch on the way to Terrell. And for the first time in this first inning, Auburn does not swing at the first pitch. That's out of the zone for ball 1. One 0 pitch, swing and a miss from Bub. It's 1-1.
And nobody except maybe Mason McCrane more critical to Auburn than last week in Gainesville than this guy. Hit a couple of big home runs, made some great plays in the outfield. Really starting to feel himself a little bit. He's got 9 home runs, which leads the team.
See a throw over as Rembert dives back in safely.
I think Bub Terrell, maybe it's next year. I think he can be a 20 home run guy. I just think it's that good. He does strike out more than I know Gabe Gross would like for him to, but the ability to hit out of the park is there, and it's real. Terrell
just in his sophomore season of college baseball from Meridian, Mississippi. Mashes this ball out to left. Back at the wall. Brock goes, looking up. It clanks off the wall. Rembert rounding second. He'll be held up at third. It's a double for Bub Terrell. Wow.
I'm not sure what to tell LJ Mercurius because that was a pretty good pitch. It's just the strength of these guys these days with metal bats. You'll see the same exact thing. Watch what this pitch is. Up and in. and it jams him, but they're just so strong. And when you haven't played here, Oklahoma came in on Thursday and got some rest. When you hadn't played here, playing that wall is tough.
Plus, with the sun beating down as the evening hours are upon us, Brendan Brock did all he could.
And you don't want to be a visiting left fielder in this stadium with the sun in your face.
And Auburn's left fielder, Bub Terrell, showing off the dance moves after that double. Freshman Ethan Bingaman to the plate now.
It's an Auburn pitching staff. You do not want to get too far behind too early. We just talked about it. So these are two big runners out there. That's the one thing Auburn had to stretch they didn't do. They didn't drive guys in. Well, the last, I think, 3 conference weekends, they've done that.
Here's a strike to Bingaman. It's 0-1. 83 on the radar gun there.
Probably in the running for a freshman All-American vote. He's played from day one. He's played first. He's played third. He's played the outfield. He's hit. His defense has been really good. Freshman from Redlands, California.
And this one hit Bingaman. The bases will be loaded. Ethan Bingaman's got a stinger as he's going to have the Auburn training staff come out and look at him.
Back of the elbow, maybe. Yep. And hurt.
It's almost right there, funny bone area. Nothing funny about this, though.
I don't know why it's called that. Never have understood that one.
Here's a look at the freshman for Auburn.
Ooh. And he's not wearing an Evo Shield pad. He just took it like they used to in the 70s and 80s. And, man, just tough. That one will swell up pretty good.
So the bases are loaded. First base coach Sonny DeSera taking a look at it, telling him, you're all right.
And maybe, I think, offensively, the biggest pickup of the season was this guy right here, Eddie Madrigal, who tore his ACL in the fall.
Hits this ball on the ground to second. Could be a double play for Oklahoma. They get it.
That's big.
Much needed double play for the Sooners to get us out of this first inning. The Auburn offense, though, wasted no time getting started. Mason McCrane led the game off with the first inning home run for Auburn. Chase Freilich hit a tank as well. Auburn by 2 as we go to the second inning.
And will even pay off your old phone up to $800.
On to the second inning. Auburn had 2 solo homers in the first, one of them by that man. Freshman right fielder Mason McCrane drove a ball out over the right field wall. Auburn's backstop Chase Freilich also homered in the first. Tigers by 2 as Andreas Alvarez takes back over on the mound with Camden Johnson stepping in.
And I think we can erase the need to see tag on Alvarez. It's early, but the breaking ball, the changeup, the fastball so far through the inning and plus have been really, really good. I think he's back. Just had a day, and Florida offense will help you have a day. I think he's back on track and throwing good stuff. The changeup there. We've seen 3 or 4 changeups the last 7 or 8 pitches, all of them very effective.
Yeah, quickly ahead here, 0-2 to Johnson. Alvarez had 3 strikeouts in the first inning tonight against this Oklahoma team. It'll be Johnson, LaChance, and Taki, the 3 batters due up for the Sooners.
Wichita State transfer is Camden Johnson.
As this one's out of the zone.
And I love his hometown. I'm a little bit of a honky-tonker. And Bernie, Texas, Bernie, I think I'm saying it right, I hope I am, is a neat place. And they've got some places that we've been to visit, so he's from a pretty special place. It's as Texas as it gets. He's in Oklahoma, though. How's that happen?
I know. So this one's out of the zone, 2-2.
High up in the league in the SEC. You see what he's done the last 7 games. Pretty darn good. 4 home runs, doubles, RBIs, and he ranks in the top 5 in SEC in RBIs.
2-2 on the way. This ball back up the middle. Alvarez, look what I found. A toss over to first. So the trend continues. Alvarez has now gotten all 4 batters out himself one way or another. 3 strikeouts and that ground ball.
And done it all with off-speed pitches. There you see what happened last week. Everybody's going to have one, and he had one. Before that, you see the numbers with 6 starts, 3 earned runs, which is why he's in the running for National Pitcher of the Year last week, one of those days. But again, the Florida offense, they'll help you have one of those days. And so far, so good. He's making pitches and mixing all 3 of his quality pitches. Three really big league pitches with the changeup, the curveball, and the electric fastball.
Dayton LaChance steps in and a swing and miss here on 95 coming from Alvarez. Again, we remind you, Andreas Alvarez, just a sophomore.
And body type different than Mercurius. Mercurius is the prototypical professional body. Alvarez, not so much. The stuff is definitely big league level, but the body's 5'10", 6 foot, well built, compact, breaking ball there. Just mixing and mixing.
LaChance asking where that one is. He is the catcher for Oklahoma as well. A 10-game hitting streak for the Canadian product. As this one's out of the zone, ball one.
It's always been the beauty of baseball, JJ. His size really doesn't matter. I mean, the stuff for Alvarez, legit, big league. Mercurius, 6'3", 6'4", long and lengthy. And you see guys play the game well all the time, and they're not just 6'4", 230 pounds. It's the one game where you don't have to have height and size if you got good stuff and you're tough.
2-2.
So many good players. My lifetime, my favorite of all time was Brett Butler, and I met him one time in Dodgertown, Vero Beach. He's 5'7". I said, that's Brett Butler? Guy's a Hall of Famer and played 15 years in the big leagues and did it well.
LaChance hits this ball to center. Settling under it is Bristol Carter. 2 outs.
Bristol Carter missed the entire series in Gainesville last week. Had an illness, missed the series, came back this week against Sanford up in Birmingham, and he's hitting 9th. Hit first all season. We talked about Mason McCrane kind of stealing the show at the leadoff spot, stepping in for him. So Auburn glad to have him back because he's electric, whether he's 1, 9 the order, or in center field.
Taki at the plate. Here's a pitch out of the zone. Ball one. From Fort Worth, Texas.
And that state just feeds the country. And they've got 2 powerhouses, by the way, A&M and Texas. There's a ground ball and a great play. Bingham has done it all year long.
What a play from Ethan Bingham to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, on to the bottom of the second.
What happened? Auburn, I think Oklahoma are low in the league as far as home run total. The last 19 games, not so much for this Auburn team.
They are heating up with the long ball, and already 2 of them tonight. It's here in the second. Brandon McCrane, Bristol Carter, and then back up to the top, Mason McCrane will bat. So 2 McCranes set to take the batter's box this inning as Brandon takes strike 1. Foul back. It's 0-2 to the Tigers shortstop.
We talked about the McCrane brothers and just their impact as freshmen. Brandon's a redshirt freshman. I saw Brandon back in January. I came out for a scrimmage game. They threw him out at shortstop, and it was like, whoa, that's different. A couple of games with Guevara at short. McCrane got in there, and he has not let up. He is a prototypical shortstop. Bobby Witt style, big, long, lanky body, going to fill out and get stronger. But I don't have a vote, JJ, but he's in the running for that freshman All-American team like they were last year with Fralick and Rembert and Terrell.
You can see there he leads SEC freshmen with that over 360 batting average on the year.
And 130 at-bats as a freshman. That's what's impressive. It's legit.
Jason walked, the center fielder, calls off Harris, the right fielder, for the out. 1 down.
Yeah, he said, get out of here.
Harris
got out of there.
That's got chaotic. Walk and
Watch
Harris, the 2 outfielders.
I'm out of here. Go over here to the student section, hang out with them.
Really tripped over his feet.
Such quality outfielders in this conference. We do not see bad outfield play from team to team every weekend. Great center fielders, great runners all around the place.
Here's Bristol Carter to the plate. This one's out of the zone for ball 1.
Will bunt, will hit a double, does steal, can fly, can do a little bit of everything, does Bristol Carter. Hitting 9th, what a nice pleasure for the Auburn offensive team to have him there and flip that lineup. You got a guy hitting 330, hitting 9th. The days of your worst guy hitting 9th are gone by. You really want to put a player down there to get the lineup switched over.
1-1's fouled back. It's 1-2. And to think at one point in time we were having all the conversations about your pitcher hitting 9th in the order.
That's right.
That's just baseball gone by.
Yeah. And no need for pitchers to hit. Just no need. Just go pitch, right? I was the only pitcher that could ever really hit. Oh, goodness.
Carter's plunked. And he'll take first base. Bristol Carter trying to fire his team up. Sixth time this season Carter's been hit.
He is that now. He is a spark plug. And if you're Coach Skip Johnson for Oklahoma, you have to stay with Mercurius for a while. You can't jump into the bullpen too early and burn guys up. That was a big piece of the puzzle for Auburn last weekend. They got in that Florida bullpen on Friday, and those guys were good. And when they came back on Sunday, they were not as good as Auburn got them. So he's calling pitches right there, and he knows he's got to have some innings out of Mercurius.
Here's Mason McCrane, who homered his first time up to lead it off for Auburn. Carter with a big jump towards second. Faked the steal, and he's back at first. The most hyper guy in the country. He's a first-team All-American when it comes to hyper.
I can't help but laugh. I know. He is something else. He moves his feet, and he's got 24 stolen bases, I believe, out of 25 attempts. He can really do
26 for 27.
There you go.
McCrane fouls this one back. This was the first inning for Mason McCrane.
It's where you don't want to miss with the changeup. You do not. I've done it. And it happened right there to Mercurius, and you don't want to miss there with a left-handed hitter to a changeup. The bat speeds up, and they go out. Absolute bomb.
Throw over, keeping Carter close.
Mercurius did something interesting on 2 pitches. He used a different motion, and I don't like it. He did a little slide step on the first pitch. Yes, Carter can run, but you cannot change your mechanics, because when you do, you change your timing, release point, everything changes.
This one in there for a strike.
He's really quick to the plate. I'm getting him about a 1.2 to the plate, which is plenty quick. The first pitch, he was quicker than that, and he missed. If you're a pitcher, your priority is the hitter. Even though you have to hold the runner, you got to command that strike zone, especially against this guy. 4 home runs in 4 games. Oh, I'm sorry, he didn't hit one out on Tuesday.
As this one goes out.
Took a day off.
2-2. Yes, he did.
Took a day off from the non-conference to hit a bomb in the conference.
His teammates picked up from
an
Auburn's 14-2 win over Sanford. And another throw over here from Mercurius. Mason McCrane swinging a hot bat for Auburn as of late. Here's his 8-game hitting streak and some of the numbers.
And when's the last time you saw a 6'7" leadoff hitter? You know, leadoff hitter.
McCrane mashes this ball left center field. Well hit on the way back. Walk tracks it down. Carter races back to first. My word, the deepest part of the ballpark. And Oklahoma center fielder Jason Walk running a long way is able to track it down. Goodness.
And JJ, look, he's got it the whole time. He's got it he knew he had it. He's calling right there. He was never under duress. He wasn't panicked. He knew he was going to get to that ball. Great route. That ball was smoked. What a play. We talked about the quality outfielders, and you see why. That's right. I had it.
Yeah, track that one down.
He's thinking, y'all got anything else? That it?
Guevara swing and a miss.
It's a big play for L.J. Mercurius. He really needed it. If that ball gets down, you probably got a run scored, and the wheels start to roll again. Now he's got 2 outs and a chance to get through this after hitting Carter.
Throw back over, and Carter's safe. We mentioned the McCrane brothers, who have both hit this inning for Auburn. We've also got the Mercurius brothers. L.J. pitching right now for the Sooners, and his younger brother, Xander, a relief pitcher who we'll see over the course of the weekend. Guevara with the base knock back up the middle. Carter's going to be waved to the plate. Here's the throw home. It's offline, and Carter's safe. 3-0 Tigers on an RBI from Guevara. His hitting streak is now 17 games.
It's just kind of ridiculous. The guy makes it look easy, and it's not. And the only person in this Auburn team that was scoring a single up the middle is Bristol Carter. The speed just killed.
And Mark, there was no hesitation from third base coach Carl Nunemaker.
None, absolutely not. Walk had a long way to run, but with Carter running, no chance. A little sloppy on the throw in, but I don't think they would have had him. He was flying. And good for Auburn now with 2 outs. You get 2 out RBIs, you win a lot of baseball games.
40 pitches now for Mercurius in the second inning. This one's out of the zone to Chase Freilich, who also homered.
even in the second inning, it's a dangerous area for Oklahoma because Auburn throws the ball so well on the mound.
Here's a strike to Freilich. It's 1-1.
Last Saturday, I think when Coach Thompson and his staff look back on this season, to me, JJ, last Saturday was a turning point. They're in Gainesville. Friday was game 2.
This one's out of the zone.
3 guys are hurt. This guy gets hit. He's out, Chase Freilich. Bristol Carter was sick. He was out. Gregorio, who had been killing the ball, he was the number 3 catcher. He pulls a rib cage. He's out. And Auburn pretty much rearranges everything and wins 2 out of 3 in Gainesville. I think that was the pivotal part of their season. Good breaking ball there by Mercurius. I think that was the game they could have folded. And Coach Thompson talked a lot about the character of that team with 3 guys down, 3 big guys, and how they stepped up and won.
Yeah, that was a really big series win for the Tigers. Freilich hits this ball back up the middle. Guevara heading towards third. Freilich with a double here. Another extra base hit for the Tigers.
Man. His home run double now. He's 2 for 2. And that might be it for Mercurius, but just over the middle at 92 and just smoked.
Guevara loves it. Is this the chicken dance?
I don't know what that is, but
That's what
he's the
everybody's
one
been doing.
guy offensively that's been going, and everybody else is caught up, and it's a lot of fun to watch. I don't see any balls moving around the Oklahoma bullpen. I think this is more of a, hey, we need you now. Come on, it's 2 outs.
Mark, as you've alluded to, head coach Skip Johnson calls the pitches for the Sooners team.
Been around a long time. Texas as an assistant coach, Oklahoma now for 9 seasons. Had some really good teams. He's seen it before. But he knows on Friday night, you've got to give me, hey, JJ, you got to give me minimum 4, maybe into the 5th inning. Just help me out a little bit. Give me the best you can.
Auburn taking care of business with runners in scoring position. They've got 2 right now, leading by 3 in the second inning. As Mercurius out of the zone with this one for ball 1. This is what Auburn's been able to do with runners in scoring position in SEC play. Take a look at the first 9 and the last 9. Auburn really heating up.
Yeah, got shut out by Texas on Sunday, swept at Alabama, scored 4 runs, and since then, haven't stopped. Arkansas, Florida, and today.
Here's a strike in the zone to Rembert.
When I saw Mercurius on TV against Vanderbilt, it was just so sharp. Today, the stuff is just, I think the bats, we talked about that in the first inning, 4 consecutive first pitch hacks. They're seeing it, and it's just not as sharp as it was that night. A little flat.
Nearing 50 pitches on the night for L.J. Mercurius. And Rembert's all over it as he fouls it back.
Man.
Really, really good numbers for L.J. Mercurius in the non-conference. And then you look at what the SEC has done. It starts to humble you.
It sure does. This league will eat you alive and take away all your sleep. He got away with one there. He hung a breaking ball right in Chris Rembert's eyes, and he just missed it.
1-2 to the Tigers cleanup hitter. Oklahoma thought it was strike 3. That one's out of the zone. And now the count's even 2-2. Dayton LaChance, the catcher, turns back to Javier January, the home plate umpire, and said, where was that one?
Well, things aren't going well, and you're trying to just make something happen there, but it wasn't a strike. It was a ball, and I appreciate what he's doing back there, trying to bring one in and get a strike call.
2-2 on the way. This one's out of the zone and low. Full count. One more, and Auburn will load the bases for the second straight inning.
I think it was last Friday night. Chris Rembert was hitting about 310. I made the comment that they needed Chris Rembert to be Chris Rembert, and ever since then, he was lights out in Florida and really started swinging the bat well. Great at bat.
Ball 4 and a walk. Bases loaded.
This has been a 101 of great at-bats by the Auburn offense so far. Fouling balls off, not chasing balls out of the zone, and a walk. Just as good as a hit for Chris Rembert. Big at-bat. All with 2 outs. All with 2 outs. Bristol Carter scored on the single by Guevara. Then a double by Freilich, and now the walk, all with 2 outs, and danger here in the way this guy's swinging the bat.
Yeah, Bub Terrell already has a double to his name so far today. Bob attacking the first pitch, an empty swing. It's 0-1.
He did, didn't he? He said, let me untie my shoes here and let one out. See if I can get number 10 on the season.
Two down, bases loaded to Auburn's left fielder. As this one's out of the zone. There is some movement in the Sooners bullpen, Mark. Nobody necessarily tossing quite yet, but Sooners might be getting ready if Auburn can blow this thing open here.
Yeah, you don't want to wait too long, but you don't want to burn arms. So what do? Tough decision for Coach Johnson.
Bub, here's a strike. It's 1-2. Tried to check his swing.
Mercurius hasn't shown that big breaking ball. We talked about it when we came in. He's got 71 strikeouts. It's there. As of yet, we hadn't seen that real nasty, sharp breaker. See if he uses it here on Terrell.
1-2. Up high, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I like that pitch. He elevated the fastball. Bub Terrell struck out 45 times. You can strike him out. They tried, and they missed. A really good take by him. So now you have a transitional count, right? You do not want to go 3-2 bases loaded. So you got to make a pitch if you're LJ Mercurius right here on 2-2.
Here is the 2-2 as it's fouled back. And a look into the Sooners bullpen. Again, LJ Mercurius already 56 pitches.
Silent. Tells you what Coach Johnson is thinking. You got to get this out. Keep it 3-0. Give me some innings.
Terrell hits this ball up high in the air, foul territory, third base side, and that one will eventually get out of play.
It's another QAB, quality at bat. There's a stat for that, and Bub Terrell's having one. Chris Rembert had one. Guevara had one. That's what wrecks a pitching staff, is when you just continue to battle and fight. And you know what, talking about pitching staff, JJ, everybody now, I promise you, 16 teams in this league, there's about 9 guys that they count on. It starts out about 15 in February. May have some injuries, but as you start to get into the league and the true intestinal fortitude and the nerve it takes, about 9 guys. So you burn one on Friday night too early, that leaves you with 8 over the next 2.5 ball games.
32 pitches already here in the second inning for LJ Mercurius.
How hard is 1 out to get? I mean, against this Auburn lineup right now, the way they are swinging the bats, it's brutal.
Yeah, Tigers have been feisty here in the second inning. Terrell, another foul ball.
And hitting is contagious. You and I talked about that a few weeks back. It's just one guy kind of gets a spark and the other guy gets it. And it all really starting with Bristol Carter. And before you know it, the whole lineup is just, as they say on ESPN, in fuego.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And another foul ball.
You've thrown 35 pitches in 1 inning. You've thrown 60 pitches in the game, and this guy is just fouling ball after ball after ball.
Can't imagine how frustrating that must be.
It is. And he's seen everything. So LJ Mercurius has no surprises right now for Bub Terrell. He just got to make a pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Another one coming home. And another foul ball. We will see the 10th pitch upcoming here to Bub Terrell.
It's harder on the pitcher. It's fun for the hitter. Bub Terrell's having a ball right now. The pitcher's the one that mentally you got to stay locked in and tough, because it's mentally defeating when a guy does this to you.
Auburn's already plated 1 run here in the second inning. Down on strikes. LJ Mercurius gets a massive strikeout for Oklahoma. Tigers, though, able to get another run on the board. It was Eric Guevara extending his hitting streak to 17 games. Bristol Carter dove home safely, and Auburn leads 3-0 after to the top of the 3rd inning. Auburn's got the 3-0 lead over Oklahoma. Andreas Alvarez, through his 2 innings so far, already 3 strikeouts, only given up 1 hit. Feeling good so far here.
He is. It's the strikeouts. He's making 3 pitches. He's mixing them very well. Very comfortable. Got a great crowd behind him. He's got 3 runs, which is really nice when you're in the 3rd inning.
Now it's the 8, 9, and 1 batters due up here for the Sooners as their second baseman, Kyle Branch, leads it off, and he fouls this one back, 0-1.
The first series of the weekend, this Auburn pitching staff threw 73% strikes. 3 games. That was non-conference, I get it, but still. And they are now 67% on the season in strikes thrown, which is just relentless when you can do it with 3 pitches. Pretty good breaking ball there. And they throw the first pitch strike over the plate around 68%. That's just how you do it, Jay. That's how you draw it up. You throw it across the plate. You take A and you throw it to B.
As this one is in there for a strike. It's 1-2. Branch at the plate was a part of the SEC All-Freshman team a year ago. His brother Colby plays baseball in the SEC, but over at Georgia. Here's a strike. Or excuse me, out of the zone. It's evened at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, I agree. The crowd thought it was a strike, too. Yeah, his brothers, they've got 6 guys at Georgia with 12 or more home runs, and he's one of them. He's hit a bunch of balls out, having a great season for the Dogs.
As this one sent back in front of the mound, Alvarez fields, throws on to first, in time for the out.
I want you to watch him not panic. Well, here's the stuff first. Let's show you what he's done with the pitches. There's the fastball. There's power. Here comes a changeup, right? Swing and a miss. And then the breaking ball right back up the middle, fields his position. And that ball right there, tough ball, kind of no man's land. He didn't panic and went and got it, and he loves to compete.
This just happened.
Watch how calm he stays. Didn't rush, took his time, made a good throw.
It has been an active first 2+ innings here for Alvarez.
He is not sped up, meaning he's not too hyper, he's not too jacked up for the crowd. He's just in his game.
And yet he is active with what he's been doing pitching, and already a couple of the fielding opportunities he's had in this one.
Hey, and to his credit, he was kind of, I used the word stuck on Tuesday because the other 3, Marciano, Sanders, and Petrovic, were so good. He just couldn't get in the rotation. Then Auburn had a Thursday night game here, and they didn't want to bump the rotation up. So they put him in on Thursday, and he hasn't come out.
Deshaun Harris is the batter here for the Sooners, and he's ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike.
When you see an entire staff, Auburn came in with less than 100 walks on the season. When you see a whole staff throwing strikes, you know a lot of hard work went in behind the scenes in the fall and in the preseason. If you got one guy throwing strikes or 2, okay, but the whole staff throws strikes, which tells you between Coach Tieford, Scott Foxhall, Coach Thompson, a lot of time and effort, planning, analytics went in to get this team where they are.
2-2 pitch. And Harris fouls it back. Auburn's pitching staff as a whole in Division I towards the top of the league in so many different categories, including strike percentage. Here's a strikeout for Alvarez. That's his 4th.
This is the breaking ball. He throws a right on left hammer. That is a hammer. Like MC Hammer is playing right now in the stadium, that's a hammer. Nothing Harris could do with that pitch.
Yeah, what is Harris supposed to do?
Throw it to the back foot, 18 inches of vertical break. Not much you can do with it. 4 punch outs already.
Leadoff batter Jason Walk, who struck out to begin the game, goes the other way. Bub Terrell coming in, and Bub has himself a diving catch. There's a highlight for Auburn's left fielder with the glove. What a catch in left. Bub Terrell, all-out effort. Auburn leads by 3 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. First game of the series this weekend between Auburn and Oklahoma. Tigers have a 3-run lead as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. And now excited to be chatting with Auburn baseball head coach Butch Thompson. Coach, you go through the series of these 2 teams, and we find ourselves here tonight. First time ever seeing this game on a campus with Oklahoma joining into the league in front of a full crowd. Pretty great environment we've got here, Coach.
Great environment. 2 great teams that are so even, you know, overall in the league. And I think you're going to see the kind of baseball we started with tonight. You're going to see it all weekend.
Coach, I don't want to talk pitching. I want to talk quality at bats. Tell me your thoughts.
A ton of them. A little bit greedy. You know, we've swung the bat so good. You wish timely hit there. You wish you had a couple more there from leaving them loaded there. But if they can just stay on it and just keep a good spirit about them, keep fighting, have great at bats against a really talented guy who can show you some different things. There's some pitchability there. So we got to stay on the attack for sure.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, War Eagle.
There's Butch Thompson chatting with us as we get this inning started.
I love it. Greedy.
Yeah.
I don't be too greedy now. Save some, guys. We got 3 games here. Let's keep. Gabe Gross is going, no. Keep being greedy all the way to Sunday afternoon.
Bingaman, Madrigal, and then Brandon McCrane will be the 3 batters due up for Auburn here in the 3rd.
This is where you'd love to see L.J. McCrary, JJ, have about a 10-pitch inning. It would really help him a lot, give him a little confidence, keep the score where it is, and be big for his team.
Yeah, all the activity for the Auburn offense thus far, and you look up there, just 3 runs.
That's right.
That's
exactly right.
Oklahoma's
He's
not out of it.
That's right. He's fortunate. Not with this offense, they're not. No way.
Out of the zone here to Bingaman, and it's 2-2.
And that really is the mark of these Friday night guys. They can have an inning here and there. They don't have multiple innings. They'll a little bit here and there, but they're going to come back and stick it right back in your ear pretty quickly.
2-2 on the way. Bingaman hits this ball
Nice
to second.
play.
Branch able to hang on and make the play. Job well done there at second by Kyle Branch.
Yeah, it was going to eat him up, but he smothered it. This team came in fielding .980, which is elite 40 games into the season, and Branch did a really good job of just killing that thing and smothering it. Just knock it down, make a play. That's first class there.
Job well done. As we'll see Eddie Madrigal come up to the plate.
And it's only 1 out, but it's a big out for Mercurius. Nobody on base. Pitch count was down. Got a quick out. Now you're back in there. That's a good pitch. I like that one, but I was going to say back in there with a strike, but not so fast.
Some deep breaths there from Mercurius. Madrigal, hard hit ball to first. Taki can't hold on to it cleanly. There's a misplay and an error for the Sooners defense. First one tonight.
Had it, just didn't realize he had dropped it. Really good play, tough ball. I just didn't realize it. He did not have it. It got up into his body a little bit, which the hop kind of did that. Man, tough break from Mercurius and this Oklahoma Sooner team.
So Brandon McCrane will be at the plate with the runner at first.
But you got to overcome it. If you're Mercurius, you got to battle. Tell your first baseman you got him. You're going to make a good pitch and get through it.
Good pitch indeed. Brandon McCrane swings through it.
It's the one thing about baseball, and I'm assuming football and basketball and soccer probably the same way, but this is a game that just never lets up on you. It's not going to feel sorry for you because the next ball is probably coming right at first base here again in some fashion.
McCrane takes this one out of the zone, and it's 1-1.
It's that really good breaking ball that's kind of abandoned Mercurius so far. It's just that one was flat up. It just hasn't been there like it has been for him the last couple of weeks.
1-1 on the way. And their first strike, it's 1-2.
That was a good change up there. First one we've seen, right on right. Not what McCrane was looking for, so pretty darn good pitch. Looks like Dwight Gooden. I was with the Mets years ago. He has the look of Dwight Gooden. Same build, good pitch.
And a called strike 3. Brandon McCrane goes down looking. 2 outs. Second strikeout of the day for L.J. Mercurius, and Brandon McCrane frustrated.
Maybe the best pitch he's made tonight. A really good job behind the plate to go get it, but that ball's on the plate with 2 strikes. Good pitch. McCrane didn't like it. But a good pitch. Now here he is with 2 outs. Had 2 outs last inning, gave up the home run.
Carter takes this one down in the zone. Ball 1. Bristol Carter was hit by a pitch and came around to score on the RBI single from Eric Guevara. Carter hits this ball hard down the left field line.
And I'd love to know Bristol Carter's mindset, because there is some glamour and glory in leading off. And there's not a lot hitting ninth. So I think this is just a baseball player who could care less. But it is different. He did nothing wrong. He got sick, and McCrane was that good last week, so you don't change it up. Here he is now hitting ninth.
2-1.
Shouldn't matter. If the team across your chest is all you care about, it's what's most important. You don't care where you play. Just let me go out there and play.
And you can see how aggressive Carter still is, no matter where he's sitting in the order.
It doesn't matter for him.
out of the zone, 3-1.
Again, 2 outs. L.J. Mercurius got a chance to put a 0 up there. Falls behind a pretty good hitter, and now you're going to bring a guy up that's hot. If you walk this guy or put him on, McCrane on deck.
3-1 pitch. And fouled back by Bristol Carter into the seats, and what a catch.
No glove, bare hand reaching out.
Who needs a glove for some of these fans? Look at that. Got a souvenir.
Right. Had it all the way. Can L.J. Mercurius make a pitch? He made a really good pitch to McCrane. Needs another one here to Bristol Carter.
3-2. Ball hit on the ground to short. Willits. Strong throw in time.
Good inning.
And the inning is over. Auburn leads 3-0 after 3 innings of work. Coming up, we'll chat with Oklahoma baseball head coach Skip Johnson. Here in the top of the 4th inning at Plainsman Park, Auburn and Oklahoma, first game of the 3-game series between these two teams. As now we're really excited to be talking with Oklahoma Sooners baseball head coach Skip Johnson. Coach, the time is greatly appreciated. Tell me what your club's seeing out of Andreas Alvarez on the mound so far tonight.
I mean, he's got out of trouble in the first jam, and he's been throwing really well. I mean, we just got to get some guys on base, see what happens.
Coach, this league is brutal on the road, down 3-0. What's your message to your offense?
Do you want to play in a league that's not good? That's what I want. I mean, just got to get up and hit good pitches, get good pitches to hit. I mean, that's the biggest thing. You can't miss pitches and just got to give it. I mean, this guy's done a great job of last couple innings of mixing and matching and making a swing and miss. So it's be a fun night.
Coach, you've been doing this a long time, but I imagine full ballparks like this, there's just something special about it each time you step into this.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's for the kids. I mean, that's what they're playing in this environment, and it's only going to prepare for them to the next level that they go to in life.
We appreciate the time, Coach. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, guys.
There's Skip Johnson joining us.
Going to prepare him for the next phase in life. Now, that's a guy with a vision, and that's rare. I think a lot of coaches talk about that, but I think that when you hear that spoken, when you're losing 3-0 on the road on national TV, and you talk about kids after baseball, that's pretty neat.
There's Jackson Willits leading it off this inning. As this ball's popped up high into the air, and the shortstop for Auburn, McCrane, puts it away. Oklahoma's shortstop pops out to Auburn's shortstop for the first out in the 4th.
And the league is so good. I know I've made a point of up 3-0, Auburn's pitching. Yeah, that's true, but this is the SEC. These are offenses that can score a bunch of runs in a hurry, as they did on Tuesday. It was Oral Roberts, but they were a pretty good team, down by 5 and just blew up and beat them 7-6. They can do it. It's not late.
Trey Gamble at the plate fouls this one back. What did Coach Johnson just tell us? What other league would you want to play in? His message to his team.
Are there other leagues? I don't even know if there is. Maybe one or two here and there.
This is where you want to be.
Yeah.
What an environment we've got here tonight, and a good start to this game thus far. 1-1, the count now to Gamble.
There is no let up. We showed you the standings. There's 6 teams at 10-8, I believe. There's 9 teams between, I think, 12th, I was looking earlier, and 3rd place. That just tells you what's going on. Georgia's playing great, 13-5, but they're not running with it, and they've got a tough road. Everybody's got a tough road the last 4 weeks. Who knows who's going to win this league?
As we see a 2-1 count to Gamble. Going the other way, Bub Terrell, first step back, leaps up for it, it's off the wall. Carter picks it up, and Oklahoma's got their first extra base hit of the game. Runner into scoring position on the double from Trey Gamble.
Great swing. He went the other way with a fastball, did Gamble, and Bub Terrell kind of got turned around, but that angle out there is tough. Pretty good pitch, really. Fastball with life and just strong, but Terrell just kind of got himself turned around a little bit. But again, I don't know if that ball's catchable. He's 6'4", did the best he could. That ball was just smoked.
To the plate, the cleanup batter, Brendan Brock, with the runner in scoring position. Again, these two teams with identical records, both overall and in the SEC.
Amazing, you play 40 games with weather and all the things, and 2 teams sitting here, 28-12, 10-8 in the conference. How it all starts to shape out in this league. And
Special.
The only team that maybe you could say is out of it's Missouri, but everybody else is right in the middle of it. Nobody's too far out to not catch up.
Out of the zone, it's 2-0.
Been 2 or 3 pitches tonight that both guys, Mercurius and Alvarez, have not been happy with across the plate.
This ball hit the other way. Back up the middle. Gamble's going to be waved to the plate. Brendan Brock's got a double, and the Sooners are on the scoreboard.
That ball got out on the grass and just kind of skipped between both outfielders. They were spread out. It was hit so hard. I thought that Brock might go for third, but why push it? You're a good runner. You're going to score a single, but he got a pitch over the middle. Fastball middle away, and this Oklahoma team just chipping one good swing at a time. See how far apart Carter and McCrane. When McCrane didn't take a great route, that ball was smoked. That's 2 balls in a row now, hit pretty hard off of Alvarez.
So back-to-back doubles. And Auburn catcher Chase Freilich out to the mound to talk with Andreas Alvarez.
A little bit of a banana route there by McCrane, kind of in and back around, which allowed the ball to get by him instead of maybe going around behind the ball, cutting it off. It may have been a double anyway. Brock can really run.
Runners in scoring position, these two teams over their last 9 conference games.
God.
These are the top 2 teams in the conference.
Yep.
We just saw Oklahoma come through with a runner in scoring position right there. Here's another chance for Camden Johnson as Alvarez steps off and tosses back.
And a dangerous guy. We told you about the RBIs. Camden Johnson's been driving them in at a high rate. Chance for him with a single, and all of a sudden you go 3-0, 3-2 ball game, right back in it.
50 pitches on the night for Alvarez. Here's 51. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Good pitch, but nobody on the Oklahoma side liked it. Breaking ball on the backside of the plate. There you see it. First pitch strikes, 9 out of 14.
Camden Johnson, Texas native, fouls this ball off his foot, and he's in some pain. Man.
Foot, shin, knee, something. Yeah, right above the foot, which is the worst spot for these guys. Left-handed hitters.
Sooners training staff out.
Looks like he may even have a pad there. This is going to be right on the inside part. Oh, my gosh. You can feel that one up here.
Camden Johnson's tough, but for the moment, he is in considerable pain.
Yeah, and they do not want to lose him. They do not want him. And the way he's looking now, that hurts. You know, hopefully there's enough adrenaline going through there, but that one's going to be pretty sore when the game is over.
He's having a hard time standing up in the moment. Camden Johnson try to catch his breath and walk this off.
He's one of their better runners. 22 stolen bases coming in and ran a good ball down the first inning. Got down the line. So he's a guy that needs those wheels.
This is why they don't want to take him out. Look at what he's done over the last 20. Including 14 RBIs in the last 7 games alone.
Got to regroup. It's hard. When that part of your body's hurting that bad, now you got to face an 0-2 count with a guy throwing 95 and a breaking ball changeup. It's a mental battle in the grind you always hear coaches talk about. This is a situation where, and that's probably helps him to pick there by Alvarez. Give him a little more times to walk around, try to loosen it up again.
So 1 out here in the 4th. Camden Johnson just fouled the last pitch off his foot. Back in the batter's box. 0-2 bounces up to the plate, and Freilich did a great job keeping it in front of him.
Man, that's a 57-footer. You can see the spot on the dirt where it hit, and Chase Freilich kept it on his chest, kept it in front. He's just been that good for 1+ years now since he got on the campus.
Well, we've talked about Oklahoma wants to run, and Auburn doesn't let you run too often.
No, they don't. And we also have seen Kentucky come in here, and 100 stolen bases and steal 1. Oklahoma same way, but with Freilich back there, it's going to be tough to do.
Ground ball to second. Rembert goes down. 2 outs.
See Johnson limping pretty good. That thing hurts, and he wasn't able to run his normal speed there. And it's unfortunate for him because he's hurting.
So Dayton LaChance up to the plate.
Oklahoma needs a big 2-out hit here. 2-out hits win ball games. In this league, you hit it out of the park with guys on base, and you get 2-out base hits. Auburn's done it so far. See if Oklahoma can do it. They can.
There it is, LaChance into the gap. Sooners catcher drives in a run. Oklahoma's back within 1 here in the 4th inning.
He got a breaking ball in his eyes. Probably one of the mistakes that Alvarez has made. Watch this pitch now. It sits right in the middle of the plate. It's a flat breaking ball, big strong guy. And with 2 outs, Oklahoma draws it to 1.
Good swing there. The Canadian, Dayton LaChance. Dayton Taki, the batter. This one for a strike. Back-to-back Daytons in the Oklahoma lineup.
Kind of
spelled differently, though.
Yeah, spelled differently, and kind of a rare name to have back-to-back in the order.
One from Canada, one from Fort Worth, Texas.
Oklahoma doing a good job offensively with the pitch count. Alvarez closing in on 60. I think anybody in the Auburn blue liked that call either. There's been some good pitches for both sides that have not been called strikes, but the pitch count is big on Friday night.
There's a strike.
You want to see what the bullpen has, and we talked a little while ago, pretty much 9 guys you've settled in on as a coaching staff. And you like to keep the starters out there as long as you can, first ball game of the series.
The 1-2 pitch out of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Taki would love to keep Alvarez on the hook with 2 outs. Keep him out there. Keep him making pitches. Keep swinging the bat and getting on base.
This will be the 60th pitch from Andreas Alvarez. And it gets past Chase Frey. Look, a nice ricochet back to him, but he couldn't quite corral it cleanly. And LaChance is going to take second base.
Well, if he crossed him up, it's a breaking ball, not a good one, out of the zone. And for the moment, Alvarez really, really sharp and just totally different now this inning. You wonder, there's no answer if you're a pitching coach. You have no idea what happens, but how can a guy look so sharp and now all of a sudden just not making good pitches? And Oklahoma has something to do with that.
Ball hit in the air, high to right field. McCrane back on the warning track, makes the catch to put it away, and the inning is over. But the Sooners plate up. Yeah, these SEC teams have at least 12 conference games still in front of them coming into the weekend.
Surprisingly, 2 teams that you always see in that list, not there. Defending national champ LSU, and of course the Vanderbilt Commodores having tough years. Not out of it, still right there, but not on that list.
As Auburn's leadoff batter, Mason McCrane, will also lead it off for them here in the 4th. And
Mercurius should have some life. He should feel his team just gave him 2, and he rolls right out and goes 2-0. But this is where he needs to have a little life. And hey guys, appreciate you. I got your back. I'll throw some strikes here and get some outs.
And look at that number on the screen there, 80 pitches.
Yeah, had his best inning the last inning. See if he can build on it.
Falls behind, 3 balls and no strikes to the Tigers' leadoff batter.
And this is what will make you pull your hair out if you're a head coach and a pitching coach like Coach Johnson is. We get you 2 runs, and first 3 pitches nowhere near the strike zone.
Here's the next one on the way, and it's a walk. Mason McCrane has himself a leadoff walk. And again, we're talking about these regionals and what the seeds could look like. And Vanderbilt, of course, right now on the outside looking in. Longest active regional streaks in college baseball. And, man, 19 straight years in big-time danger.
Yep. I think Vanderbilt will be fine. Tim Corbin been in a long time. He'll rally the troops, and he'll get in. And once you get in, it's anybody's game. Ole Miss proved that a few years ago, and that's going to be it for LJ Mercurius. I'm not surprised. It was a very non-competitive 4-pitch walk, which they did not need that.
I was going to say shout out to Dallas Baptist
for
what they're doing.
The mid-majors.
In an era of revenue-sharing college athletics and transfer portal, all of it, DBU able to make some noise. Well, they've got work to do this season. As you mentioned, Sooners in need of a pitching change, and on a Friday night like this, it just didn't quite go L.J. Mercurious's way.
No, it wasn't real sharp from the start. Auburn made him pay, but Oklahoma's climbed back in, and Coach Johnson's not playing around now. They're going to bring in, looks like it's going to be Mason Bixby, big 6'7" righty, transferred from TCU. So now you do go to your good guys because you're back in the game. You got a chance to get in there and win it, play well, so you bring your best pitchers in.
So looking at this SEC and taking a look at the NCAA tournament projections for the conference, here are your probable hosts. You can see the Auburn Tigers on the screen. They're with Georgia A&M, Florida, Texas, and Alabama. 6 locks into the tournament field as well. The 2 Mississippi schools, Tennessee, these Oklahoma Sooners, Kentucky, and Arkansas. And then we got a couple of schools that need a little bit of help.
How about those two?
Yeah.
Defending national champs. Tells you about this league. LSU had lost their #1 arm, and they haven't recovered. Their pitching has let them down. For Vanderbilt, it's been a little bit of everything. A lot of close losses. See what LSU's done.
The Bayou Blues.
Yeah, a lot of close losses, but Jake Brown being out for the season, that was a huge loss. And they're having to pitch guys on Sunday, which are probably not quite ready, and they haven't been able to win many of those games.
We've got a new pitcher taking over on the mound here for Oklahoma. Right-hander for the Sooners, Mason Bixby, 6'7" from San Antonio, Texas. Taking over here for L.J. Mercurius, the starter. It's the 13th appearance for Bixby. 2-0 on the year with a 6 ERA in 13 innings of work.
A lot of walks, right? 13 innings, 10 walks, and he cannot walk right now because the hitters coming up for Auburn, this next 5 or 6 right now, they are all seeing it well and swinging the bat well. And so for Bixby, he's got to take that big arm and that good tall body and get it across the plate and mix it.
And the first batter Bixby's going to face is this man, Eric Guevara, who's now got a 17-game hitting streak because he had an RBI single his last time up.
Ever since I saw him as a freshman, I just thought he was the best pure hitter here. You know, he's at 5'9", not the biggest pro prospect, although he's got a chance to have a great career. But the best pure hitter. He's quiet, not a lot of movement. He doesn't swing and miss much, doesn't strike out much. Just a very complete hitter. Out of Panama City, Panama. Mom and Dad were here for 2 weeks. They're probably back home tuning in, hopefully. But some more future Eric Guevara is right there.
Some little ones enjoying a Friday night at a ballpark. And, man, we're enjoying this game so far, Mark. This is good.
Gotten good, hadn't it? Tuned back in with Oklahoma scoring a couple runs. And we now have a ball game.
To the bullpen go the Sooners. Bixby taking over on the mound. First pitch to Guevara. There's a strike.
99.99% of the time, the first pitch from a reliever is going to be a breaking ball. The hitter's going to take it because he knows it's coming, and he threw it for a strike. So good start by Bixby.
Guevara demolishes this ball. Straightaway center field. Goodbye. Eric Guevara, a 2-run homer. Auburn gets those 2 runs back.
Threw a slider for the first pitch that he took. Threw the same exact pitch again, JJ. Didn't take that one. And he is performing at the All-American level is Eric Guevara. Absolute bomb. 416 feet off the bat of Eric Guevara. He is now tied for the Auburn team lead with 9 home runs on the year. He saw the same pitch, excuse me, and he got the next pitch in the same spot, and he learned from it and crushed it.
Freilich at the plate. He already has a home run tonight along with the double and fouls this one back.
Watch where this pitch is. This is what you call a hanger. And it was the same pitch, the first pitch. He learned from it and got another one. And he's just too hot right now to miss it.
0-1 here to Freilich. Out of the zone, ball 1. I'm not the pitching expert you are, Mark, but I would call this delivery from Bixby simple.
It is. He's big. He's 6'7", so he got a lot going on, right? A lot of moving parts to get that big of a body home. But right now, it's just kind of pick it up and throw it. 96 on the fastball. The stuff is there. But I tell you what, there hasn't been a bad swing tonight. Coach Thompson talked about it. Said they were a little bit greedy on the at-bats, and there has not been a bad swing. Auburn is seeing it right now, seeing it well. Nobody's seen it more well than that guy, or better, or weller, whatever you say, however you say it. That guy, number 8, yeah, him.
1-2 to Freilich. Still no one out in the 4th. Freilich did not go. Held up. It's 2-2.
Pretty good pitch by Bixby. Slide on the back side of the plate. And I thought it could have been a called strike. Umpire didn't think it was. Chase Freilich with a chance to swing again.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Freilich hits this one high in the air out towards left field. Racing back and able to put it away for the Sooners is Johnson. That's good to see. Camden Johnson just hit by the pitch and able to run a long way to track that one down.
Yeah, it's a pretty good run. They had it shifted over. So he was actually playing short when the ball was hit. But that ball off his shin will be okay tonight. He'll probably be fine. It's just when you sit down, it cools off. There'll be a lot of treatment going on tonight and tomorrow to get him ready to go for a 6 o'clock ball game.
Rimbert at the plate. Right back up the middle. Watch out.
Yeah. Chris Rimbert is the #1 prospect in the country as far as the draft goes. He's draft eligible as a sophomore at second base. And you see why. He can flat out swing. Strong body, good defender, but can really, really hit. And he's turned it on the last 7 or 8 SEC games and really playing well. 95, and he hit it like it was on a tee.
You see Bub Terrell come up to the plate.
Where do you get a break, JJ? If you're a pitcher right now, where do you go? Okay, we'll get that guy out. I don't know right now.
Yeah, they're looking for one and can't find it.
And 3 weeks ago, it was kind of, who's going to get a hit?
Right.
Auburn was asking the other question, who can hit for us?
One 1-0 the count to Bub Terrell. Auburn leads 5-2. Swing and a miss from Bub. It's 1-1.
It's an elite fastball. It is easy and simple and 95, and he just threw that one right by, did Bixby, right by Terrell. Effortless. Left the Big 12 to come join the SEC.
Terrell hits this one high in the air, but this one's going to find the seats.
You know, last week we sat and watched the Florida starter. I don't remember the name, but on Thursday, he just beat this Auburn team with fastballs. I was watching the game, and I kept thinking, okay, slider, no, fastball. Okay, breaking ball, no. And right now, this guy, Bixby, he's got the potential to just stand out there and throw that fastball in the upper 90s and beat these hitters. It's just that good.
Bigsby, the TCU transfer, as you mentioned. Big 12 into the SEC and get no relief right now against this Auburn offense. Bub Terrell, hard hit ball towards center field. Jason Walk with the diving catch. Another great play from the Sooners center fielder.
That's 2 for him. He ran one down the gap in front of the Coca-Cola sign. Then right there, I don't think he saw that ball real well. That ball was flat, coming right out of the stands. Watch him pause a little bit, and then he went and got it. Great play. That ball was smoked. Another one. Just this Auburn team has not hit a ball soft tonight.
Yeah, squared up well.
We got QABs and we got QD right there. Quality defense played by Oklahoma in center field.
Here's a pitch to the plate, called strike.
I can create some stat columns if you want me to. You want some more? We got enough, but I'll add you about 10 more if you want me to.
I was going to make some people cringe and continue saying you are a QBP, a quality broadcast partner.
We're adding to it. It's getting a little thick around here. You analytics people, if you want me to add a few more, we'll add some more.
We can find something.
Quality shoelaces and glove leather and hat wearing, all kind of things.
Back-to-back throw-overs from Bigsby keeps Rimbert close by.
So Auburn answered. Good for them. Oklahoma put up 2, cut it down to 1 run. Auburn comes right back offensively. Maybe not done yet, but good for the Auburn offense to answer and give Alvarez a boost. You always say to your teammates, hey, but we got you. Somebody makes an error, we got you. Next ball coming your way. Pitching's not throwing well, we're going to pick you up swinging the bat. That's what it's about. These two head coaches preach that stuff to their guys.
1-1. Inside, ball 2.
Pretty good breaking ball there. It's a little in, I guess.
Auburn plated 2 runs already this inning on a 2-run homer from Eric Guevara. Ethan Bingaman at the plate. Bingaman, high ground ball to second. Branch with the toss to the second base bag. Jackson Willits caught it with the bare hand, and the inning is over. But Auburn got the 2 runs back. Sooners cut the deficit to 1, and then Auburn bumped it back up to 3 on this 2-run homer from third baseman Eric Guevara. 2 lead over Oklahoma as we go to the 5th. Auburn this year, 25-4 when scoring 4+ runs. They've been aided by 3 home run swings tonight.
Yeah, 25-4 because you pitch. You pitch your eyes out, and that's how you accomplish 25-4. You score runs. You don't have to score a bunch of runs, 4, maybe 5, and the pitching staff takes over. But this is the SEC, and this is Oklahoma, so can't count on that. Nobody's resting on that in the Auburn dugout with this offense.
Strike 1 here to Kyle Branch. Again, it was an Auburn team that had hit 14 home runs coming into tonight over the last 6 games, 4 more than any other 6-game span this year. So over the last 6+, 17 homers now for this offense to aid this top pitching staff.
Yeah, and we'll see how Alvarez responds. A little flat in the 4th inning. Oklahoma got 2. His offense went out and got him 2 back. See how he responds. Now, Oklahoma didn't respond to the 2 runs that they got offensively. Now we'll see if Auburn can do it.
Branch with the high fly ball to center field. Bristol Carter ranging back on the warning track, and Auburn's center field are able to track it down.
Yeah, we're watching two of the better ones I've seen so far. We've seen Walk make 2 great plays, and Bristol Carter makes everything look easy. So, again, seeing really, really good center field play in this league.
Desan Harris at the plate. Sooners scored 2 runs in the 4th. We'll see how Alvarez responds here in the 5th after getting a quick first out.
Are you hot, or is it just me? Is it July? It's like July 8th, isn't it? No, that's right. It's April. Forgot.
Temperatures are heating up, though. Here in the
Everything's
South.
heating up. The SEC competition's heating up.
Low in the zone.
Both of these teams, I think of their last remaining 4 series, if I saw it right, everybody they play is ranked. Auburn has to go on the road to Mississippi State, then Texas A&M, and Oklahoma's on the road. And everybody they play is ranked from here on out.
Back to Alvarez. Picks it up. Quick throw to first. And the batter's out. As we look at what's next or left for Auburn.
Looky, looky. That's what you call, what's that pink stuff called to have a good stomach? What's that stuff called again? I don't know. Pepto-Bismol, if you're a coach, when you look at that right there. But, like you heard Coach Johnson say, where else would you want to be? That's what you came here for.
Back-to-back weekends coming up for Auburn at Texas A&M and at Mississippi State. And then you close out the regular season at home here with 3 games against Georgia.
Good swing.
Walk goes the other way. And here's a single for the Oklahoma leadoff batter.
Really good swing. Walk, just we've seen what he can do defensively in center field, and that was a fastball, pretty good one too. And man, just got the barrel to it, didn't try to do too much, and hit a bullet.
Mark lost before that single from Jason Walk there. That was the 3rd time tonight Andreas Alvarez has had a 1-3 putout in the scorecard. That doesn't happen that often for a pitcher.
PFP, pitcher's fielding practice.
He's been busy fielding his position today. Fralick stops it on the backhand as Jackson Willits takes ball 1.
I was on the staff years ago, and we could not catch our feet. And the pitching coach, Nick, he renamed it to PDP, which is pretty darn pitiful, because we just, for whatever reason, if we caught it, we threw it over the first baseman's head. If we caught it. Never seen a pitching staff have so much trouble catching a routine ball back to them. Auburn not doing that. They're catching it and throwing it.
Hard hit foul ball here from Willits. 1-1.
And Alvarez is almost to that that space that you want your Friday night guy to give you. Auburn is getting loose in the bullpen with Jackson Sanders. Been just an elite guy starting and relieving. But Alvarez, one more out. You've given your team 5. You're winning. You feel pretty good about it. Probably let him go maybe into the 6th because his pitch count's down. But that's what you're supposed to do on Friday night is get 5 and leave with the game close. 5+.
Throw over from Alvarez. Talked about it earlier, but Willett's younger brother Eli was the #1 overall draft pick this past year by the Washington Nationals, fresh out of high school. His younger brother went #1. Throw back over.
I'm Andreas Alvarez with this guy at the plate. This guy can make it 5-4 in a hurry. With 2 outs, I know Walk can run, but I'm not worried about Jason Walk. I'm going to get a really good hitter here with Willits.
Runner takes off towards second, right back to
that?
Alvarez.
How about the theme of 1-3?
PFP once again. Alvarez is through 5, and Auburn's got a 3-run lead. Look at this, the SEC League standings. The top 8, there are 5 schools with a 10-8 record in conference play.
So if one of these 2 teams sweeps, you're in the lead. You got a chance potentially to be in first place. Now I don't think that happens. Maybe it could, but 2 teams are pretty good. But it's like this every year, but maybe more now than ever. Nobody's running away. Georgia's close if they have a big weekend this weekend to doing that.
It'll be the bottom of the order here for Auburn due up. The 7, 8, and 9 batters, Madrigal, McCrane, and Carter. As Bixby continues to pitch. Throws a first pitch strike to Eddie Madrigal.
Yeah, they didn't stick Bixby out there. The numbers are not great, but they didn't stick him out there just as a white towel. They stuck him out there because he's been doing something and he's throwing well, and they need him to. The stuff's really good. Fastball at 95 again. The breaking ball's been good. So his last couple of, we saw the numbers, but those are year-long numbers. We don't know what he's done the last couple of outings, and won the trust of Coach Johnson. He's out there in a big situation now.
Foul ball here for Madrigal. It's 1-2. Auburn scored 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second. Scoreless in the third, then plated 2 in the fourth on the home run from Eric Guevara. 3 home runs hit already tonight for the Tigers. Called strike 3. Madrigal goes down looking. Saturday, we got a couple of game 2s coming up in SEC baseball. Number 7, Texas A&M taking on number 21, Florida at 5 Eastern, 4 Central. Then it's Vanderbilt. The Commodores hosting number 4, Texas at Hawkins Field in Nashville. SEC baseball coming your way tomorrow on Saturday. Just every weekend, we're set for really good series being played.
We are. Nobody wants to be left out. Nobody wants to be left out in this league of the postseason. And really, 13, 14 wins with the RPIs and the strength of schedule probably get you in. You probably don't want to have less than 14 because if you get 13, you're hoping. You better do something in the tournament if you have 13 wins. But 14, you're in this league. So it's kind of the number. That's the bottom number that everybody wants to get to. 14 out of 30 wins.
And as you said a little bit earlier, a sweep by either of these teams this weekend gets them there.
Absolutely. Yep.
We've got 1 down in the 5th and a 1-1 count to number 11, Brandon McCrane. Outside, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Hard hit ball to short.
What a nice play.
Willits, very smooth. 2 down. Some notable SEC series taking place here this weekend. First meeting in Nashville for Texas and Vanderbilt. My eyes immediately went there to the bottom. since 1907. We'll go back up to the top. It's Georgia and Ole Miss. Georgia leading all of Division I baseball in home runs. And then Texas A&M and Florida, pretty good series there in the top 25. Goodness.
Georgia has 6 guys at 12 or more home runs. It's crazy. I tell you, there's one game floating around out there. We talked about it pregame, JJ. Texas and Texas A&M got rained out on Sunday. A&M had won the first 2. That game is big right now because they're sitting second and third in the league, and that game right there is big, probably more for A&M than Texas, because who knows if they'd have won it or lost it, but it's the only game I can think of that's been rained out in the league so far.
Yeah, to your point, when we get to the end of the season,
Yeah, absolutely.
2 teams are going to have 29 games. Everyone else has the 30.
And it just happened to be the arch rival, and Texas was hot and went into A&M, and they beat them pretty good twice, and then the rain fell.
Yeah, the Jim Slosnagel of it all.
Base
Bristol
hit.
Carter lays down a bunt. Johnson, an errant throw. Carter safe at first. He'll take off towards second, where he's safe. You knew immediately.
You can't stop him. I mean, you got a 6'7" pitcher running away from first base and a third baseman who's got his view blocked, and the guy can fly. And he's just so good at it. And with 2 outs, Oklahoma had to play back. You don't play up for a bunt with 2 outs.
Look at this, out of the box.
Head down,
Fly.
don't look up, and go. And you might ask, if you're an Oklahoma fan, the guy can run, he can bunt. Why are you playing back? Because you have 2 outs. You don't play up and let him hit a double by you with 2 outs, but he hit a double anyway.
Here is Auburn's leadoff batter tonight, Mason McCrane, up to the plate.
Can Oklahoma get out of this with 2 outs? They've had some trouble tonight.
It's fouled back by Mason McCrane. 0-1. He was aggressive off the right-handed arm of Mason Bixby.
It's 3 at-bats. McCrane swung at the first pitch all 3 times. He is seeing it well.
Oh, 1 pitch. Bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
2 pretty good catches right there. LaChance took a slider in the dirt about 58 feet and just used the chest protector like they're supposed to. Killed it, kept the runner, because Bristol Carter will advance on you on a dirt ball from second. He didn't let him. I would think they would try to mix the slider away from McCrane a little bit. Don't want to miss down and in. That's it. That's the
McCrane
spot.
fouls it back.
That was his power. That's 96. Now, this is where he's been throwing that backdoor slider pretty well. Has Bixby. It's a good spot for the big left-handed hitting McCrane. But if you miss, like they missed with the changeup in the first inning, it's not good. It's trouble. See where LaChance goes. He won't give it. He won't give it away. He won't set up too early and give it away. Fastball up. Good pitch.
And down swinging goes Mason McCrane to end the 5th inning. 5-2, the Auburn lead after 5 innings. Andreas Alvarez hasn't been relying on the strikeouts tonight. Instead, it's been the glove work.
How about that? 4 balls hit back to him. He's fielded every one of them, kept his poise, made good throws.
Just smooth work.
Yeah, I mean, it's your ball. It's your earned run, big boy. Go catch it. Get him out. Don't let somebody else do it. Don't put it in their hands.
And as many strikeouts as ground
How about
balls
that?
fielded.
And notice that one column. 0 BBs. No walks. This Auburn team,
Real good
again,
command.
pitching staff came in, JJ. Think about it now. Less than 100 walks. All 40 games, and they have less than 100 walks. Good
Gamble
change-up.
hits this ball up high into the air. It'll stay in the infield. Rimbert calls off the first baseman, Bingaman. 2 outs.
Really good changeup. This Auburn staff, they don't walk guys. Again, 40 games. So if you walk 100 guys, that's only 2.5 a game. They've walked less than that. There you see what they've done. When they walk them, they win. When they don't walk, well, I'm sorry. When they don't walk them, they win. When they score, when they don't score, they win. I'll get it right. Hang with me. But yeah, first in the whole conference because they throw it across the plate. I kind
Ball
of made a
one.
mess of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was well done by our graphic team, and I kind of butchered it. But here's the point. You throw it across the plate, mix it, you win.
You'll get another chance. We'll let you keep going. Here's a strike on the way to Brock. It's 1-1. Yeah, this pitching staff is ranked first in so many different categories in Division I baseball, as we've been showing you throughout the course of the game. Two and one, the count to Brendan Brock. Here's a strike, and it's 2-2.
He's been doing it now into the 6th inning, and he's now given his team as much or more than you hope you get. 6+ now. They want more. The pitch count's in good shape. Everett Tieford happy with what he's seeing.
Here's a 2-2 coming from Alvarez to Brendan Brock with one out in the 6th. Just missed. Alvarez thought that was strike 3.
It's been a tough night. Alvarez was asking, was that out? I don't know. What do you think if you're at home? Good changeup. Yeah, I think it's out. I think we got to go supportive of our January behind the plate. I think that ball was out a little bit. Really good changeup.
High fly ball to the outfield. Carter puts it away for the 2nd out.
And this Oklahoma offense came in. I'm sure the scouting report said, hey, this guy touched 97 last week in Gainesville. He relies on his fastball, and he hasn't. He has pitched against the scouting report tonight by mixing. That was another changeup. Right on right, changeups are tough to throw. He's done it.
So we see Camden Johnson come up to the plate once again. Johnson, the 3rd baseman for the Sooners, fouled a ball off his lower leg his last time up to the plate, stayed in, and here he's batting for the first time since that took place. Here it was.
Got a fastball, fouled it off right into the shin. And just had a real tough time. Then grounded out to first and had to run down the line. It didn't look good, but I'll say this, the last 2 times across the infield from defense, he's looked pretty good. He's running naturally. 6 consecutive off-speed pitches from Alvarez. The fastball can touch 97. He's not using it right now. You don't have to. When you're feeling it, Chase Frelick calling all the pitches back there. He's got the computer board on his shin guard. He's calling his game. Alvarez responding and making pitches right there. He's calling whatever they call, fastball away, breaking ball. Another changeup.
2-1, the count now to Johnson.
So whatever Frelick and him are talking about in that dugout, whatever they're feeling, it's not fastballs right now. It's off-speed pitches until Oklahoma responds to it. Why not keep throwing it? And you mix the fastball in when you want to, but right now it's education and off-speed pitching.
Ball hit down the left field line, and it's going to be foul.
Breaking ball there. Good job by Johnson. Get a piece of it. And he did run a little better on that foul ball down the line. You just want to know that he's good to go. They need him all weekend long. And it's kind of a silent message, JJ. You do not want to get swept. You know you're coming on the road. The mindset of any head coach is, we got to win at least one. Yeah, you think you want to win the series, but if you get swept, it's such a hard ditch to get out of. If you win one game, you're okay, especially at 10-8.
2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Alvarez has his 5th strikeout of the game to end the top half of the 6th inning.
Yeah, you lull him
Dialed
to sleep.
in.
Off speed, off speed, off speed. Gas.
Good
95.
stuff. Auburn's gotten a 5-2 lead. As we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, taking a look at SEC teams by conference wins that they've claimed. This is the percent chance to host a postseason regional. 14 or fewer, no chance at all. If you can get to 20 or more wins out of the 30 games, 100% chance to host, and the numbers vary there in between.
Yeah, and I would say this Auburn team, if they end up 15-15, they're going to raise that 3% because they're number 1 strength of schedule, number 6 RPI. I think 15 for them is plenty to host, but Coach Thompson would love to have 16 or 17 just to make sure it's concreted in, right? And maybe the hottest hitter in America right now, Eric Guevara, going to lead off here against Mason Bixby.
First pitch to Guevara, misses low and away for ball 1.
Bixby into his 3rd inning, throwing the ball well, giving Oklahoma what they need. He's keeping the game close. He's saving the bullpen.
Guevara now riding a 17-game hitting streak. He's driven in 3 runs tonight, and he's got his 3rd hit of the ball game.
And he's one swing away from the cycle, right? The hardest one to get. He's got on there, but last at bat, he got a hanging slider and hit it 416 feet. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Right now, nobody has an answer for Eric Guevara.
2 singles for Guevara, so still looking for that double.
I'm sorry.
There was a Rembert double, a Fralick one, a Terrell.
I forgot the singles when you go to first base.
Right.
The doubles when you go to second. Okay.
Yep.
I got you now. That's going to be it for Bixby.
Yeah, here comes Skip Johnson, Oklahoma Sooners baseball head coach, out to chat with Mason Bixby, and the Sooners will make a pitching change.
Yeah, they're bringing lefty, so you're going left-on-left matchup here with Fralick and Terrell back-to-back.
New pitcher coming in for the Sooners as we play on here in the 6th inning from Plains.
Lefty with some really, really good numbers. You'll see him there. You see the junior college transfer from Weatherford Community College. But look at the numbers now when they pop up here. Pretty good. 18 innings, 25 strikeouts will tell you there's something elite. Is it an elite breaking ball, elite changeup? We don't know. We're getting ready to find out, but great numbers for Trent Collier.
So he'll be facing Chase Fralick with a runner at first. And again, a 3-run advantage for the Auburn Tigers.
My impression has always been there's a real hatred between Oklahoma and Texas. Oklahoma's got 16 Texas guys on their roster. Collier's another one of those guys. So a little love going on there from the Sooner State in the baseball world anyway, going to get those Texas guys.
As the first pitch to Fralick is in there for a strike. Yeah, that's a nice observation you make there, Mark, and worth noting for the Sooners, just 3 players from the state of Oklahoma itself.
Yeah, which was a great baseball state. Go figure.
0-1. Ball hit
Wow.
back up the middle. Branch with the backhanded stop on to first, and what a double play turned by Oklahoma. 4-6-3.
We have seen Kyle Branch make 2 plays. He had the one that was right up under him early. This ball smoked, lost his balance a little bit, but what a play. And then Willits makes it look so easy at short. Yeah.
2
980.
outs.
That's why you're fielding. Not look at that right there. Second in the conference and double play. That's why you're fielding 980, because you catch it.
Rembert swings at the first pitch. Fly ball to right field. Harris almost overran it, but he's able to put it away for the final out. 6 innings done. All 3 with Florida. They're in Fayetteville for 3 games to take on the Arkansas Razorbacks, and then close it out with the 3-game series against Tennessee.
Yeah, and that Tennessee team, they're about to win 2 today against Alabama and take that series. They're heating up, so just as tough for Oklahoma as it is for Auburn. Their RPI is, I think, 16, with the strength of schedule is 14, so they're right there as well. Get to 15, 16 wins in the conference, and you're probably home hosting, at least for the first round.
Dayton LaChance leads it off here for Oklahoma.
I think Andres Alvarez had that 1 inning, a little flat, not quite as sharp, and he's better since then with the command and the power and a good fastball there.
Swing and a miss here from LaChance, and it's 0-2.
He has more than surpassed the expectation. Your pitching coach, your head coach, hey, Friday night guys, you got to give us 6. Oklahoma didn't get that out of Mercurius. Auburn has gotten it into the 7th inning now with a lead and saving their bullpen.
Held up, did LaChance. It's 1-2. The Canadian catcher for the Sooners.
And last
I
time
would
up,
guess Larry Walker comes to mind for you when
absolutely.
you think of Canadian
Montreal
baseball
Expo
players.
too, famous Montreal Expo. Saw a great interview with him and Tony Gwynn years ago. We'll talk about it in a second. But last time up, LaChance got a breaking ball. I don't think he'll get one. I think that Alvarez is going to try to beat him with a fastball here. 2 fastballs and a breaking ball so far. See if he and Fralick don't elevate the fastball. Well, breaking ball.
Foul ball. Joey Votto,
Yep.
Jason Bay, Justin Morneau.
A lot
Some
of
the
good
top
Canadians.
Canadians.
And here at Auburn, Edouard Julien.
Now
who's in
playing for
big
the
leagues.
Colorado
The
Rockies.
Rockies, that's right. Good player. And, you know, cold weather, but they have good players.
Cue shot down the first base line. 1 out. Look at this conference. Talking about RPI top 25. It's every team in the league almost.
Crazy, isn't it? You don't need to play anybody outside the league, but they do.
These weekends are tough enough as it is.
Auburn went and played Louisville, Florida State, Nebraska. Nebraska, all of a sudden, all that series, Nebraska didn't look too good. Now all of a sudden, they are rolling in contention for a host site. And Oklahoma played Arizona State early. So, yeah, they step out of the league and play great people as well.
Dayton Taki takes this one outside. All right, what did Larry Walker and Tony Gwynn have to say?
Tony Gwynn had about a 7-sentence answer on how to be a good hitter. Larry Walker said, walk up there and hit it. That was it. I mean, it was just the scientist versus the simple to a fault. It was so funny.
That's incredible.
I tell you, Alvarez is just flat out throwing his off-speed pitches right now. Located the fastball last inning to strike out Johnson, but since then it's been a steady diet of mixing the breaking ball with a changeup, and lots of changeups tonight, more than we've seen in the past. Another one there.
2-1. Outside, it's 3-1.
Oklahoma just needs to string together a couple of big hits. They have the ability to hit it out of the park. Just get started with a single here and something there, and maybe a mistake, and then all of a sudden you're right back in the ball game.
It's a foul ball. It's 3-2, and again, we mentioned there have been no walks tonight from Andreas Alvarez, and this is a 3-ball count.
And you can see what Alvarez is doing. When you see 82, 83, 82, 83, back to back to back, and then you see 94,
yeah,
the hitters, it's just so hard to adjust to that. That's what the off-speed command does.
3-2. Called strike 3. Alvarez with the beauty.
It's just brutal right now. I mean, it's off-speed, 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 foul ball, and then 94 in the hands. And watch this pitch. What are you going to do with this? The greatest hitters in the world. What are you going to do with that 94 after you've seen a steady diet of everything?
Taki knew it.
He did. But if you're Oklahoma, it's a 3-run game. You have 7 more outs. You got to hang in there. You got your top of the order coming around here.
As Kyle Branch is the batter, and he takes the first pitch strike.
Breaking ball for a strike. First pitch strikes, off speed for strikes, command the strike zone. First pitch, 16 for 26. That's pretty good.
Foul ball, 0-2. There's
just no way to adjust. You know, when you're a hitter, I've heard great hitting coaches say a lot, you cannot cover all 18 inches. The plate is 18 inches wide. You can't cover all of it. You look middle away. You try to get fastballs, but when a guy walks out there and doesn't give you fastballs, except when there's 2 strikes, kind of hard to do.
0-2. Out of the zone, and it's 1-2. Backhanded pick by Freilich. We are set to see pitch number 100 tonight from Andreas Alvarez.
Well, I was going to say we've seen some really, really good defense out of this guy, Kyle Branch. I'd love to see him hit one in the gap somewhere.
2-2. And now the counts run full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Auburn has had a former starter, last 2 weekends reliever, Jackson Sanders, going for quite a while. He's been loosening for 3 innings, all the way back to that inning, 4th inning, when Alvarez had a little bump in the road. But so he's been ready for a while, and they'd like to get him in if they need him. Good at bat.
Ball 4, first walk tonight for Oklahoma. Andreas Alvarez misses and walks his first batter. A 2-out base runner for the Sooners.
Been a handful of pitches tonight. Let's see what we got here. Is it questionable? No, it's a ball. It's out. The bullpen's ready. I think that may be it. I think that Alvarez mad at himself for walking the guy. First walk of the night for him. But I think that Jackson Sanders is ready. Left-handed hitter up. So I think it's time. See what Coach Tiefer does. Yeah,
the 9th batter in the order, Deshaun Harris, is the batter. There's Jackson Sanders exiting the bullpen for Auburn because he's coming into the baseball game. A Friday night start is in the books for Andreas Alvarez, who went 6 2/3 and exits to a standing ovation here at Plainsman Park.
Boy, did he earn it. You see why he's up for the National Pitcher of the Year award. The numbers are legitimate. Tonight was legitimate against a really good team. And now Auburn will turn it over to their bullpen, Jackson Sanders.
So a new pitcher coming in for Auburn. Of quality starts this season for Auburn. And the Tigers are the only Division I team in baseball with 4 pitchers who have over 55 strikeouts. Those 63 for Alvarez were coming into tonight, so add 6 more to his tally. And you've got quite the pitching staff.
Yeah, and they're all sophomores, which means the future's pretty darn bright if they can keep them all healthy. But, yeah, it's just been dominant from those 4 guys, all 4 legit starters. And this one's a reliever here, Sanders, but he is a legitimate SEC starter and was for a long time. And gets ahead with a slider for strike 1. I saw Alvarez kind of punching his leg over there. As well as he pitched, he was not happy about that walk. There you see the numbers for Jackson Sanders, just really, really good. Throws strikes, gets it across the plate. Highly rated guy his whole high school career.
Check to swing.
How
Did
about
Harrison. This is going to work out. Goodness.
It is. No,
You
that's
do not
the break.
see that.
No, not at all. It's a good slider by Sanders, and that might be, we'll see, the break that Oklahoma needs. Just right here in the 7th inning, can they get a break? That might have been it.
Because what that does is bring the tying run to the plate. Look at this.
It's a slider, totally fooled. They're shifted way over at short. Even if they had been playing short, Harris can fly. I don't know that McCrane would have had a play if it had been a normal setup.
So now, Jason Walk, the leadoff batter.
Switch hitter.
A switch hitter hitting from the right side this time. Fouls it back. It's 0-1, but he represents the tying run. Walk has 2 home runs this season, so not known for the power, but a capable home run hitter.
Can fly. Auburn playing back. They have to with 2 outs. Does Jason Walk? Probably not with 1 strike. Does he consider a bunt?
0-1. Down. It's 1-1.
Jackson Sanders, I had some concern. I've known him since he was in the 7th or 8th grade. I had concern that he would throw strikes, but they've done a really good job, they being Coach Tiefert and Coach Scott Foxhall in that bullpen, of getting him a rhythm and a feel to command the strike zone. And he commands it with 2 pitches. There's not much of a changeup. It's pretty much a 91 with great life and a really good slider, which you saw right there. Tough to face mechanically. The glove comes out. He's got a real quick front side. The glove's in your face if you're a hitter. Hard to see the ball.
1-2 from Sanders, and out of the zone, it's 2-2.
I think it's a big moment for Oklahoma. They got the top of the order up. They do have 2 outs, but you got guys on base. Love for Walk to give Willits a shot here.
2-2. Low, and now we've got a full count. Jackson Willits waits on deck, and Willits hit his first career grand slam earlier this week for Oklahoma in their comeback win over Oral Roberts.
Big pitch right here now.
Runners go with the pitch. Here's a ball hit out to left field. 1 run comes in to score for the Sooners. They're back within 2 on the RBI single from Jason Walk.
We'll see, but that might have been the at-bat of the game. We will see. A lot of time to go here. That was a great at-bat by Jason Walk. To begin with, he switched around to right-handed. He's been hitting left all day, knowing he had a right-handed starter. Going to get a pitch in the middle on a 3-2 count. Actually, it was a breaking ball over the middle and did a really good job of just smoking that thing through the hole. That is a heck of an at-bat by a really good hitter.
And now Oklahoma has the go-ahead run coming up to the plate, and it's another switch hitter. We'll see Jackson Willits hit from the right side.
Well, and
Step
Auburn
off
knew
from Sanders.
Auburn knew, sorry, JJ, Auburn knew that they were switch hitters. But what Auburn went with was how good Jackson Sanders has been against all hitters. It wasn't a matchup situation. It was just time to bring Jackson Sanders in the game. So the switch hitting matchups wasn't an issue, I don't think. It was just who's been throwing well.
Foul ball. These are the 2 appearances for Jackson Sanders since moving from being a starter to the bullpen. 14 strikeouts, just 5 walks over 8 1/3.
He walked 4 guys in Florida, but gave 1 hit in 4 innings. When you do that, you can walk some guys as long as they don't give up hits. Yeah. Wow. Pretty good breaking ball there. Just a little bit low.
1 ball, 1 strike. Foul ball. It's 1-2.
It's a big moment for a couple reasons. It's a big moment because it's late in the game, but Oklahoma has their guy in the game. It's been a while. Let's think back to Trent Collier. He's their guy. Great numbers, came in, got a double play, inning over, pitched well. So for Oklahoma now, a hit here, draw the game 1 run, tie it up. They got their guy in the game, and they have a pretty good closer as well. So for them right now, it's a little bit in their favor.
And another foul ball here from Willits as Auburn's looking for the final out of the inning. They want to send this game on to the 7th inning stretch.
How hard has 2 outs been tonight? I mean, how hard has it been
It's
to
felt
get
impossible.
a 3rd out? It's been mostly the Auburn offense against the Oklahoma pitching, but right now, Oklahoma's returning the favor. They're making it really hard on Auburn to get a 3rd out.
And boy, we knew this series would be competitive. Ground ball to first. Bingaman gonna get it, and that'll end the inning. Sooners get Alvarez out of the game for Auburn. They also get a run back. They trail by a big finish to this one. You can see Oklahoma 12-3 on the year, and games decided by 2 runs or less. This baseball team can win close games. That's what that tells you.
And that's where they are, and they got the right guy on the mound in Collier. So right now, even though they're down by 2, they're right in their sweet spot is the way this season's gone for them. What you're going to get for the next 4 weekends, everybody, if you're an SEC fan, or if you're not an SEC fan. If you just tuned in because you wanted to hear JJ's voice, this is what you're going to get for the next 12 ball games of this season.
And yours as well.
Yours has that sultry sound to it.
Well, I appreciate it. Bub Terrell leading it off for Auburn here in the 7th. Bub hits this ball on the ground to first. Taki fields, and Bub beats it out. Infield single for the Auburn left fielder.
Trent Collier did not do his job. He observed for a little bit, and that was all Bub Terrell needed. For a big guy, he runs well, but watch Trent Collier. Actually, take that back. He did, and he turned and went. That's just the speed of Bub Terrell. Good for him. Watch this, 6'4", 225 pounds, and can motor. So I'm taking something away, saying the pitcher didn't cover. Bub Terrell just beat it out.
Here's Bingaman. He's at the plate. Terrell running at first. And a swing and a miss.
Really good changeup by Collier.
Hindsight's always 20/20, but you also wonder if that first baseman, Dayton Taki there for Oklahoma, should have kept it himself and just tried to win the foot race to the back.
He saw that it was going to be close, which is when he gave the ball up. You're right. I just think Bub Terrell beat it out. I think he just hustled off the bat. Walked, stepped on, moved. Yeah, the home plate umpire was signaling to his crew. They were communicating, and I think that Collier thought it was a timeout.
And now the Boo Birds are out.
Yeah, and I understand it. There was some hand-to-hand communication from the umpires, and I think Collier saw it, thought it was a timeout, and he stepped on, stepped off. So, yeah, umpires are involved.
Fouled back. 0-2.
And here's a guy in Collier that went to a junior college, right? You see so many portal guys, but he went to Weatherford Junior College, and now he's come back, kind of the old-fashioned way. Go to a JUCO, develop, get better, and now you're in the SEC. It can still be done despite the portal being so active.
Inside, 1-2 to Bingaman.
As a matter of fact, JJ, junior college baseball is better now because of the portal. So many guys leave schools, transfer out, go back to a junior college for a year. The level of competition and the talent base is so much better now in junior college baseball.
This ball hit to center field. It'll get down. A single here for Bingaman. Auburn's got first and second, no outs here in the 7th.
Ethan Binghamton, there's so many highlights, but this guy's a freshman. His learning curve's been kind of low, got a changeup, didn't get out early. Base hit, just had a great year from the start. They're very excited about him on the mound, but hadn't needed him so far. He's been so good out in the field and swinging the bat.
Sunday, the Rally Cap crew will break down the SEC baseball and softball weekend with highlights, analysis, and interviews. They'll also get you set for the upcoming week with a look at best matchups. Coverage beginning at 6 Eastern, 5 Central on the SEC Network and ESPN app. Rally Cap coming up on Sunday. We mentioned how good the SEC has been this season in baseball. The same goes for softball and how the conference dominates the sport in that respect as well. So why not tune in to Rally Cap on Sunday to see all the recaps from the weekend?
Yeah, 6 straight national champs in baseball, right?
Yeah.
6 in a row.
Yet this is a Sooners team that won the 4 straight national champs in softball themselves.
There.
Now,
It's just crazy what they do. They're kind of like the South Carolina basketball team, women's basketball. They just dominate. I mean, they just dominate an unbelievable league. They're playing maybe Texas tonight. Did I see that matchup?
pretty good stuff.
1 versus 3 maybe, somewhere up high, top 5 matchup, but got a new pitcher for Oklahoma.
We do, and we've got an SEC that's, again, just dominated the sport itself. Let's take a look at this dominance from the SEC. The last 6 champions in the Men's College World Series, most recently LSU.
And all different, no repeats.
At least one team has reached the finals in 16 of the last 17 seasons. The last 3 Golden Spikes Award winner that goes to college as baseball's best player have all come from the SEC. The league just dominated.
And I think there's 5, maybe 6. One in this game tonight, Willett's Golden Spikes guy. It's out there right now. One from Georgia. Just such good players. The leadoff hitter from Louisville is going to be hard to beat, but good players everywhere. We got a low sidearm and lefty here.
Yeah, this is Nate Smithberg, who's come in to throw here for the Sooners. 8 innings on the season, 9 strikeouts from Libertyville, Iowa. 6'2" lefty.
257 pounds, all muscle, and I love it. The lower arm slot. Hasn't thrown a lot. He's probably a specialty guy. He probably has come in to face lefties, which is what he's going to be on to do right now, to face Madrigal. But they've lowered his slot somewhere along the way. Indian Hills Junior College, maybe high school, maybe Oklahoma. Somebody's lowered his arm slot to make him nasty versus lefties.
So Smithberg takes over for the Sooners with 0 outs here in the 7th.
One thing Auburn has done now, this is the 4th pitcher out of the Oklahoma bullpen, so they are making Oklahoma use their bullpen on night number 1 with really a lot of baseball left here in this game.
Madrigal coming up to the plate, Auburn's DH. And DH is just the position within the lineup that Auburn is still trying to figure out. You can see here Madrigal's 0 for 3 on the night with a 300 average on the season. He was late to the party this season with the injury. But look at this, Mark. The lack of production out of Auburn's DHs this season compared to the SEC. I mean, way behind what the rest of the league is doing with their DH.
I thought he might bunt.
Out of the zone for ball 1.
I kind of thought he might. Auburn hasn't done a lot of this. Coach Gross is calling all the offensive signs. You see him giving signs there to Madrigal. I thought he might bunt. Now, I've seen Coach Gross take the bunt off now and go with the hit and run if he trusts Madrigal being able to get the barrel to the ball and put it in play. Bunt again.
Here's a bunt over to third.
How pretty.
Well done by Madrigal. Successful sacrifice to move the runners up.
Hey, that's a home run hitter from California.
Yep.
Transferred in here, hit 15 home runs last year, and he bunts. Selfless baseball
Yeah,
on
the
this Auburn
DH.
team. That's right. That's right. And he bunts.
Well done. What do you make of the DH struggles that Auburn's had?
Well, he has settled things down. He tore his ACL in the fall. He's healthy. They just tried 3 or 4 guys. It didn't work, but I think he is the guy. He can also play first base. Madrigal's the guy now that has settled that spot down for Auburn. It's a big pickup for them to get him back after only 4 months of ACL recovery.
Infield is in for Oklahoma.
It's a much better matchup for Auburn than it is Oklahoma. Even with the open base, I don't know if Oklahoma's got a right-handed reliever. I don't know that I would give McGrain anything good to hit because it's a much better matchup. The lower slot lefty, the right-handed hitter is going to see it better.
This is Brandon McCrane at the plate for Auburn. Well hit from McCrane, deep out into center field. Terrell at third will tag. Walk makes the catch. Also tagging and moving up to third is Bingaman. Auburn scores their 6th run of the night on a sac fly from Brandon McCrane, and they've got a 6-3 lead.
Really good baseball. Good job by McCrane. He got a pitch, didn't try to do too much, and got the run home. And now Oklahoma, both times they've scored, guess what? Auburn's come right back and answered them, which is just really good baseball. It's awesome.
Bristol Carter, the 9th hitter here for Auburn.
Last time up, his single bunt turned into a double. He wreaks havoc. Oklahoma not wanting to play up too much at third because they don't want to get a ball past them. Good pitch.
That is a good pitch.
Yeah, unusual to see that kind of velocity coming out of Smithburg's hand. 91 on the fastball from the lower slot.
No balls and a strike here to Carter. Here's strike 2.
Yeah, 2 fastballs in the inner half of the plate. Carter doesn't like it. Those are good pitches by Smithburg.
Carter steps out to collect himself. Auburn has themselves in position to take the first game of the series. So Oklahoma's got work to do in the 8th and the 9th inning. Auburn wants to add to their lead with a runner at third.
Pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
Well, and the way that you saw right there, you saw the way the Chance caught it. He was leaning towards the first base dugout and went back. He didn't help his pitcher, is the point, by moving to the right and reaching back to the left. The umpires don't want to see movement. When they see movement, they assume ball.
1-2. Nearly hit Carter. He's already been hit by 1 pitch tonight, and it's 2-2.
They're giving him a steady diet of fastballs in. It's the 4th one in a row by Smithburg, all 90 plus on the inner half of the plate.
Two. Down on strikes.
Stayed with it.
Smithburg with a big strikeout to end the inning. 7 complete, and Auburn's got a 6-3 lead. In the 4th, after L.J. Mercurius got beat up a little bit in his 3 innings of action. Alvarez was excellent for Auburn starting, and the offense has 3 homers tonight.
Yeah, and you know, that was something we kind of talked about, the few home runs. They were second last in the league in home runs hit about 2 weeks ago. Not so fast. They're hitting ball out of the park now, is the Auburn offense.
It's the first full inning of work for Jackson Sanders here on the mound for Auburn. He's facing the heart of the order, the 3, 4, and 5 batters up to the plate here for the Sooners.
Alvarez right-handed, Sanders left-handed. Same record, though. Strike 1, strike 2. Get ahead in the count. Throw the breaking ball when you want to.
Now it's 0-2 on consecutive foul balls.
When you're in this league and you have nation-leading pitching numbers in this league, it's ridiculous. It really is. It just tells you how good they are.
0-2. Just out of the zone. It's 1-2.
3 straight sliders. You know what? And to take nothing from Jackson Sanders, because he did a really good job in the rotation as a starter, but he fits so well right here. He just fits. He's a 2-pitch guy, which doesn't really bode well for starting, although he started well. But boy, does he fit right here.
Fly ball to left. Terrell puts it away, 1 down.
His numbers are even better relieving than they were starting, and starting they were borderline all conference.
Right. It's quite the luxury for Butch Thompson and the Auburn team.
both teams play great defense. When you play great defense and you don't walk guys on top of it, it's just a hard mixture to beat.
Here's Brendan Brock. Nearly hit him, ball one.
And what it allows Jackson Sanders to do when he's in relief and he knows he's going to go two-plus innings, he can throw sliders. That's about 4 or 5 in a row. It's just that good of a pitch. He just keep throwing it. Again, you don't have to rely on the fastball as much as when you're starting.
One ball and one strike. Swing and a miss. It's 1 and 2.
7 sliders in it. Why not? Throw it till they hit it.
Line to third and caught by Guevara. 2 outs.
Or throw it until they hit it at somebody. 8 sliders in a row.
Oklahoma, coming into tonight, leads this all-time series against Auburn 6 wins to 1. All 7 of the meetings, though, were at neutral sites. It's the first time these two teams have played one another on a home campus in a home ballpark. Granted, just the second year Oklahoma's in the SEC, but still some history between these two teams. Here's strike 1 to Camden Johnson.
So 8 straight sliders. Camden Johnson's been watching. Glad to see he's in the game. Looks like he's doing fine. And then a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. So you kind of get put to sleep a little bit with sliders, and then boom, the fastball, even though it's 93 pretty good, looks like it's about 100 because you're so used to that slider.
Another one. A swing and a miss.
With life, two-seam fastball with explosive life. Now, Sanders has the door wide open on whatever he wants to throw.
Oh, 2 on the way. And a ball hit back up the middle and through. Camden Johnson's got a base hit. Sooners have a 2-out base runner.
Hit him where they ain't, right? That ball was off the end of the bat on a 2-strike slider, and thought McCrane might get there, but Johnson's so fast, even though he is limping a little bit, I think he was still going to beat it. Nothing that McCrane could do.
So LaChance will be at the plate. Camden Johnson running at first. He and Brendan Brock both lead this Oklahoma team with 22 stolen bases each.
I'm lightly concerned about Johnson tomorrow because that foot's going to get cold tonight, cool off when he's in the bed, and they're going to have a lot of work to get him ready. No doubt he's tough, and we'll get in there and play. Just a matter of, how bruised, how sore it is tomorrow when he wakes up. Definitely limping right there down the line, although he ran well.
Want to know the count to LaChance. Swing and a miss. LaChance picked up his 36th RBI of the season earlier tonight. Ahead in the count here, 2 balls and a strike.
Last 13 pitches, we've seen 2 fastballs. The hitters don't pick it up. The mechanics, which are tough to pick the ball up out of Sanders' hand, plus the late spin break on the slider, hard to pick him up. And he doesn't seem to hang them. He doesn't leave them over the middle of the plate. They're in to righties. They're down and away to lefties. Talking about Sanders. Okay, if Oklahoma was ever in need of a 2-run home run, this is it. Getting late, bottom of the 7th inning.
4 home runs this year for LaChance. He's got the bat at his hands right now. He's in the batter's box with a 2-2 count. Wind in the 2-2. Hard hit ball that's foul.
And that was the first hanger. So when you're a pitcher, and really it's more Chase Frelick, when you see a guy that early in a breaking ball, you know what it tells you? Let's go with the fastball. So let's just see how they think. But he's out in front. He's throwing him a steady diet of sliders. This is where you might, if you're thinking with Freilich, if you like the catching mindset, which they are so good back there, they're definitely the quarterbacks of the defense. See if he doesn't call it. See him calling the pitch there. Got his glove covering up the computer or keyboard, whatever you want to call it.
2-2. Fly ball down the right field line. Long run here for McCrane. Drifting foul. And it's called a foul ball. Dalton LaChance was rounding first, trying to signal a fair ball, and there's not much room over there. Mason McCrane lost his hat on the run, and he's slow to get up.
Inches, JJ, inches from that ball being maybe a ground rule double. McCrane slipped when he got over there.
Here's McCrane. Oh.
Man. Hit the grass and slipped. Is Oklahoma, are they going to challenge this? Or?
Oklahoma is challenging the call of foul ball.
And indeed they are.
So what are you going to do? If this ball's called a base hit, Johnson had stopped, just rounded third. We walked back across the pitcher's mound to get to first base. And LaChance had stopped about 10 feet from second base and had the look of, are you kidding me?
It's the one view we've got right now.
Not a great look. It's hard to see, a tough angle. It's foul. You think you might?
Yeah, I don't know how you overturn that.
No, and that's chalk. It's not paint. You think you might have seen a little chalk.
After review,
quick call.
the call is foul. Oklahoma has one challenge left.
It's a good call by your friend, Jordan Farrell, first base umpire, because it's got some shadows down there. And he's a long way away. He ran down a little bit, but a good call by him, and a lost challenge by Oklahoma.
Jordan Farrell right on it.
Good at bat by LaChance, battling, fouling some balls off. Another one of those big moments. Feels like Auburn answered the Oklahoma one in the bottom of the seventh. Can Oklahoma answer back here?
2-2. And the count's full.
Good pitch, good at bat. LaChance got a good slider, and a lot of guys swing over that. He did not.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Payoff pitch. Foul tipped, and Freilich is a little bit hobbled behind the plate.
Got a piece of it. Got a piece of Freilich too, I think. Off the foot.
Home plate umpire giving him some time.
Gonna be some ice baths going tonight of this game. Good gracious.
Everybody's banged up.
Point of the season. Chase Freilich has probably caught, I'm going to guess, 85% of the games. One stretch, he caught all 3 weekend games, and he caught the midweek game against Jacksonville State.
LaChance hits this ball well to left field. Bub Terrell back. He's got to play it off the wall. Runner being waved to the plate here for Oklahoma. Dayton LaChance has his second RBI of the night. And Oklahoma's back within 2.
That is a grind it out at bat. He had seen everything Jackson Sanders had. He fouled off some balls, hit one deep foul, and then got a breaking ball in the middle. Watch his pitch. Lucky he probably didn't get hit out. Big, strong guy. And that's the big at bat right there that Oklahoma needed with 2 outs to get that 4th run home.
Well, and we talk about the speed of Camden Johnson scoring from first on that play. Time called here is pitching coach Everett Tiefert.
Auburn just got their closer, his Hetzler got him going, so they don't have time yet. They got to talk a little bit here. This is kind of the old-fashioned talk a little bit. But the pitching coach only has 30 seconds to get out there and talk. That's a new rule went in 2 years ago. There you see Johnson. Good to see him running well. And now it's catch and throw for Ryan Hetzler. Those relievers, you get it and go and get loose quickly.
So Auburn wanting to shut this, and we showed how good Oklahoma has been in close games this season. Sooners have Dayton Taki coming up to the plate. They're going to call on Drew Dickerson, a pinch hitter.
And, JJ, I like that rule the most. The pitching coach can no longer stand there for 5 minutes. Now you got 30 seconds. From the time you walk out of that dugout, you got 30 seconds, and you have to be off that mound. And so you got to be on top of your bullpen, get them ready. And you're right, Drew Dickerson now with 2 home runs, going to pitch hit.
A .313 average. Dickerson fresh off the bench and takes ball 1.
We talked about it all night long. Getting the 3rd out for both teams has been a major challenge. Hats off to the offensive because they've created that.
1-0 pitch to Dickerson. Out of the zone. 2 balls and no strikes.
I think it would be the last hitter for Sanders. If he does not get Dickerson, they'll have Hetzler, who's been pretty darn good, coming in the late role.
Ground ball to 3rd. Guevara smooth with it for Auburn.
Sure is.
And that ends the inning. On to the bottom of the 8th. There have been plenty home runs tonight for this Auburn baseball team. 3 of them bringing their total to 17 homers over their last 6+ games, including tonight. Tonight, it's been Mason McCrane, Chase Fralick, and Eric Guevara who have all touched them all.
And I don't know that I can answer the question why. Why did it all of a sudden? You know you got good hitters, but home runs are something that they don't just happen because you swing for it. You got to have a good approach. So maybe the approach got better. Coach Gross working day in, day out with those hitters. Something clicked, something changed, and here we go.
Here's what's important as we play on in the bottom of the 8th inning. All 3 of those guys are due up here in the 8th.
Back to back, they sure are. Tennessee did finish off the series win against Alabama. Beat them twice today, 10-0 in game 1, 11-4 game 2. Florida takes down A&M, JJ, in Gainesville. So Florida, after losing 2 to Auburn, they go beat the number, I think A&M's number 3 or 4 in the country. And good luck in this league.
Here's McCrane. This ball hit down the 3rd baseline, but foul.
Pretty nice play by a guy that got a swollen shin right there by Johnson.
It was a foul ball, so Mason McCrane's got to walk back. And again, Mason McCrane slipped and took a tumble himself in the top half of this 8th inning, playing out there in right field.
Both these guys with sore ankles. This is a tough battle here for McCrane because Smithburg is so good down there, that lower slot. So McCrane, the ball's actually coming from behind him. The lower slot from Smithburg. The ball's coming from first base. It's a tough angle, tough pickup for a left-handed hitter.
0-1 pitch to McCrane out of the zone.
I mean, you see it right there from that camera angle. It's a great shot. You can see, just play hitter for a second. If you're watching with us on your couch with your bowl of popcorn, watch to this ball. This is coming from behind him at the release point with Smithburg. Hard, and then you mix that slider in, and it's double nasty.
It's also okay if they don't have a bowl of popcorn and
ice
they're
cream.
watching.
It's that time of night. It's 9 o'clock. It's not dinner time anymore. Maybe it's ice cream. Maybe it's pecan pie. Something. Regardless, watch the angle of the pitcher.
1-2 out of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The lower arm slot was a mainstay back in my generation, the 80s and 90s. You don't see it as much anymore, but still very effective. Deception is the key. Smithburg adds velocity with deception and a good slider. There's the velocity.
It's out of the zone, and now the count's full.
Great take, really good pitch.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Ball 4, Mason McCrane walks.
It's a tremendous at bat because Smithburg threw some nasty stuff up there. And that was the slider, and he did not bite.
Oklahoma just got a run back in the top of the 8th, and Auburn trying to respond. Auburn's had counter punches tonight against this Oklahoma team. The Auburn pitching is 3 outs away from winning this series opening ball game against the Sooners.
And this is not a good matchup for Oklahoma. The last at bat was, this one not so much.
Guevara takes ball 1.
He's hitting everything, is Guevara, but now he sees the ball better. So if you go back and play that last at bat behind McCrane, Now Guevara sees the ball out in space, gets a lot better look on the right side of the plate than the left-handed hitter does.
McCrane was running with the pitch. Dalton LaChance falls back after the foul ball. Sooners catcher is in some pain.
He is. Hit and run. Oh. What's this?
Right off the face mask.
At 100 plus after it comes off that bat. He may get a little dizzy. You could see him kind of wobble there when he went back. I mean, it's been a physical night for both sides of the field.
And LaChance has 2 RBIs with the bat in his
Yeah,
hand. I mean, he's had a really good game.
Good to see him smile there a little bit, but he definitely is, I think, still a little dizzy. Yeah. I don't think he can get it together enough to go play.
So Skip Johnson walking out to chat with the home plate umpire.
Series like this, you got to keep your horses in there, and that's one of their horses. Had a great at bat, done a great job behind the plate. Go try it, see what he can do.
They're running out some water as well.
So forgive me, I said I don't know if he can do it. He's going to do it. Catcher not coming out.
We're trying to decipher hand signals at this point.
Well, the thing you're worried about, if you're the athletic trainers there doing a good job, is, is he okay just getting hit in the face like that?
Right.
And he is, and a great round of applause from the Auburn fans. Class. SEC fans are class.
They're going to toss the ball in here to Dayton LaChance. He handles it smoothly. Looks like we're good to go.
It's a hit and run. McCrane was on the move. Guevara got a piece of it.
One. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2.
Eric Guevara's only walked 12 times, so he's had 150 at bats now. He hits, right? He's not there to walk. He hits.
Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
They asked Roberto Clemente why he didn't walk more. He said, because you can't get to the big leagues from, where was he from? Was he from Dominican? You can't walk to the big leagues. You got to hit your way, right? So if you want to play this game, you got to hit. Walks are good. You should walk if they don't throw you strikes, but you got to swing the bat.
Here's a throw over. Mason McCrane dives back in safely.
The ace in the hole that Smithburg has because of the sink is he's got the opportunity to get double play ball on any pitch. Good action down and away. If he can get a fastball down, he's got the chance to get it on any fastball he throws.
Inside, and it's a full count here to Guevara. Oklahoma really wants this deficit to stay at 2 with the 9th inning looming. You don't want the hole to be that much deeper.
No.
That you got to climb out of.
This late in the game, everybody's got a pretty good closer. Oklahoma has one, Auburn has one, and you're right. You don't want to give up more than that with 1 at bat left.
Throw over. McCrane was taken off. The throw in is going to be in time. Mason McCrane is out. Got fooled on the pickoff there from Smithburg.
Yeah, and Oklahoma doubled up. They gave kind of a half-hearted look on the first pick, and then Smithburg used a better one right there, and they got McCrane. Look home, go to a pretty good move. Turn the head. McCrane's a good runner, and the throw was high. Almost got there, but it's just good pitching, good pitch calling. If it was called by the catcher, Coach Johnson, good call, and Oklahoma's going to be out of the inning, or have 2 outs, I'm sorry.
Here's the second out as Harris puts it away on the fly out.
It's a huge pickoff because now it takes Guevara out of contention for an RBI, and you get a fly ball out. Now you got a better matchup, left on left. The game hinges so often on just little things here and there.
So Chase Freilich will bat with the bases empty and 2 outs.
They have him shifted, but I think he's going to look to go that way with this matchup. Freilich is really good. He's got great hands, nationally ranked tennis player out of high school, good athlete. And I just think it's dangerous to shift too much on him, especially with this matchup left on left.
0-1 pitch. Out of the zone.
I know what analytics say. I know there's all kind of stats now, 40 games into the season, but sometimes maybe go against that a little bit. We'll see. Interesting to watch this at bat.
Outside, ball 2. Two balls and a strike with 2 outs.
Good pitch.
2-2.
They will stay away from Freilich. It's going to be a diet of that, which was a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, or the sliders away. They're not going to give him anything middle in.
Freilich's already homered tonight.
Off the left side, right? Left side went inside out.
This one's fouled back, and the count stays 2-2.
26 strikeouts on the season, 23 walks. Pretty darn good for a catcher who catches almost every game.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Base is empty.
Good pitch.
Strike 3. Freilich goes down looking.
Good pitch.
We are headed to the 9th inning. Auburn leads 6-4 over Oklahoma. Inning here, first game of the series between Auburn and Oklahoma. Auburn leads by 2, and Auburn is 16-0 when leading after 8 innings this year. Again, a reminder of the SEC standings. It is so close.
Yeah, I mean, whoever wins tonight puts you right there in third with Texas, depending on what they do tonight. Maybe in third by yourself, whoever wins this game.
We shall see as we near the finish line. Jackson Sanders still holds the baseball on the mound for Auburn. Nolan Stevens is a pinch hitter here for the Oklahoma Sooners, taking strike 1.
It's really kind of interesting why you would pinch hit a lefty when you had Branch in there, unless Branch is dealing with something we don't know about.
Nolan Stevens from Elk Grove, California, hitting .242 on the season.
Unless maybe he hits lefties better than he does righties, but there's some reason why Coach Johnson wanted to go with this lefty to get Branch out as a right-handed hitter.
Popped up high in the air, kind of into no man's land. Bristol Carter loses his lid, makes the catch for out number 1.
Bub Terrell gave him a look like, really, man? You're a ball hog. Came all the way to short left field. I had it. That's great. Yeah, he's talking trash to him.
Carter took it away from
man.
him. Yeah.
It's like the Bad News Bears from 1980. Hey, catch everything. There was a little look right there right after Carter caught it, and it said everything.
Son Harris is the batter. Swing and a miss.
Jackson Sanders is just vicious against lefties with that slider. We have seen probably 90% of his 41 pitches, probably 35 of them have been sliders, and they've been pretty good.
Nothing in 1 the count. Low. 1-1.
So the question that you might ask is that bad on his arm? At this age, these guys are strong, they're healthy, they've been trained. You know, I guess the answer is I don't know. I don't know if anybody can really script that. Is one pitch worse than another for an arm? There's a good fastball. If you're listening and you're a coach or a young pitcher, what's bad on your arm is not playing other sports. Pitching too much, throwing too much. That is what's bad on your arm. Go play other sports. Take a break. Play some soccer, tennis, football, something.
2-1 on the
tough.
ground. Sanders, quick turn and throw. Bingaman with the big pick. And that's a massive second out of the 9th inning here for Auburn. Man.
I mean, I have no idea how much Ethan Bingaman played first base in high school. Probably not a lot, but he has done it to a high, high level all season.
And Mark, we just heard the Auburn dugout chanting PFP.
Yeah, it's 5 or 6 plays tonight by the pitchers.
Auburn teammates in support of the defense they've seen from the pitchers.
This whole taking Jackson Sanders out of the rotation thing, not because anything he did, has worked pretty well for Auburn. This is the 3rd weekend in a row he's been lights out.
Here's the leadoff man, Jason Walk.
Did it against Arkansas, did it against Florida, and now so far tonight doing a great job against Oklahoma.
Back to Sanders. Handles, tosses on to first, and the ball game is over. Auburn takes game 1 of this 3-game series against Oklahoma. Tigers now 26-4 when scoring 4 or more on the year. They win tonight's ball game 6-4.
Really impressive, just pitching. Big home runs. Auburn was not hitting home runs, hit 3 tonight. They got the pitching they've been getting all year long. Alvarez and then Sanders sets up another big game tomorrow. Oklahoma needs to win that one to keep pace and stay right there in the middle of the pack.
From the word go, Auburn took the 1-0 lead on a leadoff homer from Mason McCrane and never looked back. Great start from Andres Alvarez as well.
Yeah, sure was. He was the glue again. Gave him 6+ good innings. But again, Jackson Sanders coming out of the rotation, walking into the bullpen, shut down, locked down pitching for 3 weekends.
So for Mark Fuller, I'm JJ Jackson saying so long from Auburn, Alabama, where our final score is a 6-4 victory.